Hey everyone, welcome to another episode there of Salt Shakers. This is Chrono, your host. Tonight we will be, joining us there would be Zarzob and Zanshin Tingcos, and they'll be with us very shortly.
Welcome to the Super Salt Shaker Podcast. Chrono. Get ready for the next podcast.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Salt Shakers there. I am your host, Chrono, and tonight we have Zarzob with us.
Yo, what up, guys?
Yeah, Saint Killer.
Saint
And
Killer.
last but not least, we also have Zanshin Tingcos, also known as Chris Ting.
What's good, everyone? How are we doing in the chat?
It's like, yo, there's one person, there's two people, but last but not least, that wasn't a very long list, man.
Yeah, I know, but it's still an epic list.
I feel appreciated. I'm not the least.
No, I'm the least. You know that.
Ooh.
Because, the host is selfless, needs to make sure that his or her guests are doing okay.
Sounds about right. I'm
Yeah,
doing
so
okay.
welcome to the show there, Chris. I know that Zarzob's been on a couple of times. He's basically you're basically just
You're a veteran now.
Yeah, you're getting better.
2 times.
Yeah.
VIP.
I've been on a couple of times. Like
The 2 times salt shaker.
Yeah, this is my
Episode 2.
second episode, yeah.
Or third, there was another episode which hasn't been aired and it's been vaulted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
You're right.
No, there was an episode of me and I thought that was a waste of time, so we put that in the vault.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
about it.
Behind the scenes.
Maybe. So, let's talk about, Tingcos and how Street Fighter began for you and everything. I know that you're a Street Fighter player, but you used to play Tekken as well?
Yeah, so just like everybody else in school, I played Tekken 3 with my mates. Like, I'm pretty sure we all did that.
Literally everyone.
Yeah, literally everyone. I remember going to the arcade, like Galaxy, way back in Glenfield. I'm sure someone else said that too.
Galaxy? Wait,
Remember?
Glenfield.
They had a huge arcade called Galaxy. I'm sure someone on the podcast couldn't remember what the name was, and I was like, yeah, and they had a free game there where you got to play in a helicopter. But they had Tekken 2 cabinets.
Oh,
So
shit,
I played Tekken
okay.
2 there as well. Like my
Oh
brother.
yeah, that's right. You're a North Shore boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Long Bay College, represent, right?
Nice shilling there.
Yeah, well, like, I played fighting games because my older brother used to... He got me into games, really. Like,
Wait, you've got a brother?
I've got a lot of
Yeah,
family.
you've got a
I got
brother?
two brothers, yeah.
What?
Two
I thought
brothers.
you were just you. I didn't think you had
Yeah,
parents.
I,
I didn't think you had...
I don't usually talk about them much, yeah.
I
But
didn't know you had a brother or a sister or parents. Like, it was
Yeah, we
you.
just thought that you just crawled out of the
I feel
ground.
like I feel like one of those cartoon characters that don't have an established family. They're just there all the time, and then
Yeah.
like the huge shock episode is when the reveal is, oh my god, you're a person, you're an actual guy that has a family. Holy crap! But yeah, my brother like got me playing into games.
Mhm.
He had a PlayStation, so like that's mainly where I started. That's why Tekken 3 was pretty big for me then.
Yeah, but obviously with Tekken 3, just like all of us, we kind of mashed.
Yeah, you
Big
just
moves
mashed.
and-
Man, I remember doing like my first juggle. I played Jin, and I used to do like I used to do a God Fist.
A wind god fist.
Just a one God Fist. And then I'd start his 10-hit string, the back to circle, 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 circle,
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
it would hit like 5 times. And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
can't wait until
what
I
a
hit
combo.
somebody with this.
What a combo.
Never hit anybody with a God Fist ever.
It's like,
And
it's
I
like
still-
the Horan combo. 3 3 3 3.
Is that why?
And if you want to mix it up, you can also just do 3 3 3 twice.
Yeah.
Is that why you? I don't know. Is that sort of why you just wanted just to play Tekken there? You know,
I just mash, man.
you
Like,
just mash.
To be honest, Tekken
Okay.
was not my first game I actually tried to start playing properly.
Yeah.
Like, as I said, my brother got me into games, right? So when we got a PlayStation 2, he was a huge wrestling fan, and I used to watch.
Oh, that's
I used
cool.
to watch Attitude Era
Yeah.
wrestling. Like,
Mhm.
oh mate, The Rock, Steve Austin, that sort of thing, huge jam. And then they're in a game, they're in a video game. So like,
How
he-
long ago was this?
this is like, when SmackDown versus Raw, the first game.
So
came
this
out.
would have been like 2008, 2009.
Nah, man, it's gotta
Before
be
then?
Before then, like in the Attitude Era, man. Like when Steve Austin and The Rock were.
Yeah, that's like
I have no
that was like
grasp
the
of
late
time.
90s to early 2000s.
Yeah. Okay, might
that
have
was
been
the
there,
Attitude Era. But yeah, you would have been really,
I was
really.
I guess through intermediate too. So probably started around 9 and then like moved up all through intermediate and college. And he kicked my ass because he's older than me. He knows what's happening in these wrestling games. But then like I got to the point where I'm like, yeah, screw this guy. I'm gonna be good. So like without like I didn't have internet, right? So like you just have the game, and I was just getting my ass handed to me like in everything. And then all of a sudden I was just like, because there's a grab parry button and there's a strike parry button. And it's kind of a mix up. But then I realized you can react to throws, and you don't have to like you just mash the strike one. So when you see a throw, you're like, and it counters it. And if you see a strike, and then he was just getting so pissed off. Like,
It was
man,
getting rather
you're
salty.
half my age and you're beating me at this game now. So he almost like he used to get so angry that he would like almost throw the controller. And it was just like I'm just playing there like Jambo, just with a straight face, like nothing's happening. And he's like the Chris getting angry.
Yeah.
Or
And
the
then-
or the Zarzob.
Or the Zarzob.
Getting
It's like
angry.
Jin's parry. It's so broken.
It's BS.
He's just
yeah.
like, he does a parry, and you're like, oh, sick, I can whiff punish this. And you try to whiff punish, and he like counter hits you, or you just block something. I'm like, dude, you just did that.
Yeah.
You're still recovering. You should be recovering. What?
Why
the?
would you do this?
Come on.
But it got to that stage, and I think that's like the first game I got real good at.
Well, I gotta give it to you though. The good thing is that you're really good at games. Just in general, I mean, because you take the time to study it,
Yeah,
and
put the work in.
yeah, you put the work in, and
He's
that's-
a literal scientist.
That's my
Yeah, exactly.
That's my perk, right? Like Jambo can just play and win. So
Yeah.
how do you circumvent that? You got to figure out why he's winning. So when Street Fighter V came out, like we played. Oh, maybe I should talk about this after. But as you can tell, like when I was versing my older brother on a game where I didn't have any information, I still technically labbed the crap out of it. and you know,
What, you by lad the crap out, you mean press 2 buttons?
I played a. Oh, there's more to it. Like if
there a
somebody
third
wants
button?
to bring up the SmackDown,
Did you press triangle as well?
You know, the best part is, right, like, I had friends in college who also like wrestling, and they were talking up a big game about SmackDown versus Raw. So I was like, I bet I can beat both of you guys in a handicap match. And then we finally got to set it up 2 versus 1, me versus them, and I was like, man, this is going to be free. But then, little did I know, the PlayStation 2, the multi-pad thing has like 2 seconds of delay on it. So I got bodied free.
Wait, the official one?
Yeah, one of them.
Really?
The one we were
Okay.
playing on. And like,
Damn, okay.
well, it might not be 2 seconds, but it was enough to not let me parry anything ever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, they don't understand what's going on, but I'm just getting bloodied. And they were like talking smack to me. I'm like, all right.
Man, I remember this wrestling game. I can't remember what it was, but I used to play it on the N64. Like,
Okay, so it's either there's just a handful of them really.
yeah, it was probably like the most popular one. I don't know.
What NWO versus WCW?
Yeah, that was probably that one.
Okay,
and
yeah.
you could like customize your characters to look stupid
Oh, any game.
Oh no, that's attitude.
in any of them.
Dude, because, man, when you're a kid, you have wild ideas. We made our wrestlers. The first wrestler I made had jean shorts, a green... Sounds like me. But he was buff as, and he had a serial killer mask, like the hockey mask.
Yeah.
And he was like just the embodiment of freaking a wrestler for me. And then like later on, we went and made other wrestlers, and then I made like shadow versions of them, made them completely black with neon tattoos. And it was just like, oh, it was cool.
The best part about those wrestling games is the THX intro. When you turn the game on, oh man, the intro is so cool. Every time you don't even like ever hear it anymore, but like once I went on YouTube and I heard it, I was like, oh,
It's like PTSD.
so good.
Like you have a Sony, like the shing,
yeah.
and you're just like, oh, man, I'm booting up
yes.
Crash Bandicoot 1.
Oh yes,
Or I'm booting up Tekken 3, and it's got I remember a game I heard the it's like mini game to unlock like Ganryu or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, this game has Julia in it. Oh yes,
Oh, the waifu way. That's,
waifu.
Yeah. Like I said, man, like Xiao Yu's not.
No,
Man,
I really want Julia back in the game. But you know,
Moving
I
on from
can't remember
wrestling.
who said it. I think it was Speed Kicks. He tweeted about everyone like complaining that older characters aren't being reintroduced into the game, and he was like, "We've already got enough old people playing the game, and old people are the only people that want those characters. Whereas like if you get someone like Noctis or any other, someone like a guest character,
Noctis was a
There's
very
a
smart
lot-
choice though.
yeah, there's a lot of young players that play like different games that
that's-
will get into Tekken because of this.
That's multi-genre.
And that's
It's
actually
good.
yeah,
It's good.
really good.
It also attracts a lot of females because I know that like,
Oh.
Noctis has a lot of
yeah.
female friends.
Bro, I was in Japan.
Like
when they were doing
female
the-
fans, man. Definitely a lot of female fans. It's
Japan when they were doing the 15 release last year, I think, or they had a huge promo. Like it was really big. Like Jesus, it was lit. There was so many good chicks there. But like they had like full size posters with Noctis, and they were just taking pictures with it, sort of thing. And it was like, and then there was the Square Enix cafe. Everything was just popping off all the time.
Exactly.
In Akihabara, and it was just.
So now that Noctis is introduced, I mean,
He looks like a Soul Calibur character. To be
You know
honest,
what's
I'd
funny?
speculate that like
he might be jumping.
Yeah. Similar to like
Okay.
how Akuma was probably an asset from Street Fighter, Tekken vs Street Fighter. I think maybe this might be a playtest for Soul Calibur.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested. And I just got into Soul Calibur, so like I've already got NCA hyped up for this.
Yeah, that's what they were saying about Tekken Revolution. That like Eliza was in it, and they
She
were
had
like,
Fireball.
yeah, and they were like, oh, this might be a test to see like, for people that have different styles, like Mia
They totally
and
changed her,
Invincible
though.
and stuff.
Yeah. But it
I
was
didn't actually play Tekken Revolution at all, so I don't know.
Tekken Revelations tested armor.
Yeah.
And armor was OP in that game. It
Mm.
also tested the fireball and the unique jump arc. I think she had a unique.
Yeah,
Well, she had
that-
fly or something. She might still have that, but it was like
Okay.
Elisa's dash.
Yeah.
So she's changed quite significantly, but you could tell that was them playtesting. It was essentially Tekken 7 beta, and here we are with armor moves and like.
And then
you know-
Tekken 7 Beta came out.
Well, good because look at Street
Yeah, well,
Fighter 5
Vanilla
still
was.
coming.
I think Vanilla was terrible, really.
Yeah,
It was a
that
test.
a very
Yeah.
bad game.
It's amazing now, right?
Yeah.
It is.
I must give it.
With the exception of
give it-
No
Well,
Julia.
Your character's really good now too, so that helps.
Oh, she got
Well,
nerfed.
Noctis, we don't know how good Noctis is.
Yeah, exactly. Noctis
you're
is waifu, man. But yeah, anyway, I know
Yeah.
that you played.
I can move on. Like, so wrestling got me into it,
Mm.
and then I saw at EB Games or something Street Fighter Alpha 3 Anthology. This was like, I know about Street Fighter, but I didn't play much, and it was like $10. I'm like, I can give it a go. It's
Okay.
like 5 games in one.
Wait, this is
$10,
this is
that's
the one
heaps.
on PS2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was the one with Alpha 2 and Alpha 3.
yeah.
And, yeah.
So
that
we
was
played
great.
Alpha 1 first.
Yeah.
And I got a shout
Alpha
out.
1 was crap.
I got a shout out to my mates. We don't know. It was amazing for us. I was doing light kick into mid kick into hard kick because that was a Darkstalker's target combo, and you just get a sweep into. We were terrible, but that was amazing.
I've never played
Oh.
the Alpha series.
Shout out to my old schoolmates, Kellen, who actually came out to the Tekken tournament. That's who I was hanging out with.
Yeah,
introducing.
I saw him.
He-
I
The
saw him.
BK one.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
big factor. He still kicks my ass. he was a big factor in me playing fighting games because we used to play that anthology game. Like when I bought
Doesn't he play Pokemon as well?
Oh yeah, he plays competitive Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, he's not anymore, but he used to.
Yeah.
But Street Fighter Alpha 3, we played that, and it had dramatic mode as well. So if you get sick of getting your ass beaten, you can team up with your mate and play off against a survival arcade.
Mm.
Do you know how fun that is? You're
What?
literally gang bashing like, and they were buffed up too, so it didn't feel bad if you beat
And
them
then
up.
you're
And it
not
was
losing
so
as
fun.
well, 'cause
Yeah,
you're
and you're
not
not
losing
losing.
your mate.
You know, and it was like a sense of camaraderie too, because you're like partnering up with them.
We
So-
should play that with Jambo.
Yeah, we'd win all the time.
Yeah.
That
Well,
got me
so
to-
basically, he's the one that's getting beaten up by you two.
Oh, you're right.
That would be
Oh,
cool.
no, it'd
We'd
still be
lose,
us.
yeah.
We'd still lose.
We'd lose self-esteem too.
No, we'd play with him, so we don't have to play against him.
Street Fighter Alpha 3 was the big one because as I went through it, I played them sequentially. Street Fighter Alpha 3 had the biggest roster, and then like I don't know why, but I played like everyone pretty well. I think I played Nash a bit, so like when people bring up Nash, I'm like, oh, he's got the really easy Xism juggle combo because it's just you doing because Xism you cancel into it. And then you just get an afterglow, like an after shadow. It's sort of like Yang's super.
Oh, yeah.
So like you juggle them right with flash kick, and then you do the bullet knee, and then you flash kick them again. And there's no charge time, so everything's like
Like the Kali.
in Bison, yeah.
Oh,
like the
man, that's cool.
So you're just doing this bazooka knee, and then when you get to them into the corner, you just flash kick them.
Jeez.
So it is
so
actually
fun.
Yun's Ultra.
Yeah. Oh man, it was. Oh, that's my memories of Street Fighter Alpha 3, and then Cody stood out to me, and then I don't know why he just stood out to me.
Okay, so tell us about
Was
that.
Cody
So
good in that game?
Like everyone in that game is
Yeah.
okay, but
yeah, so tell us
He's
about that.
pretty
I mean, I
interesting.
did remember you playing. You were playing Cody. Cody was your main guy in 4 as well.
That's right, and
Yeah.
that's why. Like I played him so much, like because at this point it would be in college.
Yeah.
I'd just come home and I'd listen to Avenged Sevenfold at like 2 times speed because I was edgy. Yeah.
And that's just what we do now with YouTube videos.
And then like I'd just play Cody heaps. Like I'd just play through survival mode and everything, and I don't know, it just grew on me. I didn't know how to play the game proper, but criminal uppers were feeling pretty good. And I was doing Tingcos, except they were just raw roofian kicks with a light kick before them. It was great. That's Cody, man. And like I played Street Fighter 4 vanilla. I played Ken because he had an easy target combo. Didn't really like it much.
Are you talking about 4?
Vanilla 4, yeah.
Oh yeah. That was the one with only like just very very minimal
Yeah,
characters.
I got it from one of Dave's reputable sites. So I got to play it like just me, no online play. And I play it had an arcade mode. Oh.
What arcade
Yeah,
mode
no,
was that?
games these days don't have arcade modes. And I didn't like playing it because it just felt really bad and it looked terrible to me. Like it had
Street Fighter
that
4.
mashed P graphics and their faces looked weird.
It's like, was it cell shading?
Yeah. No.
No?
Cell
What
shading
is,
was
4?
beautiful. 4 was models. It was just raw
Okay.
models. Cell shading is...
Because I know there was a game, FPS game, fully cell shaded, and it looked really cool. Warsaw, it was called. It was like supposed to be a kind of a rip off of a mod in Quake 3.
Yeah, a lot of the Naruto games are cell shaded.
Cell shading
Yeah, I know.
is
Cell shaded.
Cell shading is top tier.
Yeah.
Like, man, Dark Chronicles was cell shaded.
Yeah.
Rogue Galaxy was cell shaded. Like, I love, like, I played a lot of RPGs, man, and pixel art, like, nothing gets me harder than watching pixel art eating food. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so damn adorable.
And beating Jambo.
And beating Django, that gets me hard too. But cell shading is like the logical progression, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's got that feel to it, and it's like updated and new. I don't know why they didn't do more cell shading. You know, it looks amazing. It looks like Guilty Gear. Is it's like an advanced version. It took it a step further, and then they've done that with Dragon Ball Fighters, which is just the best way you can animate a manga.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's good for manga, but I think for anything else, it's kind of not that good.
It does carry with it like its own connotations. Like you can't do like it'd be very hard pressed to do like a scary dark atmosphere if everything's cell shaded and stuff. So yeah, where was I?
Yeah, because I was a big fan of cell shading when Warsaw came out, and then this Dragon Ball Fighter game came out, and I'm like,
it looks amazing.
Okay.
It looks amazing.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of it.
Up to him, I guess. Yeah. And then in Super Street Fighter 4, I saw Cody punch through a wall, and I was like,
That's
and
cool.
then he's like, I'm number one.
I was
Oh,
like-
wait, that's probably not good.
That's
I was like, is that my boy? Is that Cody? And then, you know, like...
Wait, was that in the intro?
Yeah, that was in the intro. I was
yeah.
at the arcades. This was like, I don't know, Yi Fans or Time Zone. Could have been either one. It was probably Yi Fans, because I remember they had the head-to-head setups.
Yeah.
And you just chuck a quarter and... Well,
a
quarter.
quarter.
American, eh?
Yeah, I do.
$2 probably. And then, like, it was him. And I was like, he's got the handcuffs. He's got the jumpsuit. Oh, God. I gotta play this game. And that's how I started playing it. Like, I didn't download this from a reputable site, thanks to Dave. But I did play it at the arcades. So much.
Yeah, I played with you in the arcades and you and Jambo.
This is when you started off, isn't it, Jamie?
Well,
Like,
no,
you-
I mean, I've always kind of casually played, but I think it was with Chris.
competitive.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he
to be
was
fair,
casual. Like,
it wasn't really competitive between us. So
I
we
only
just
know
played.
about him through ITG. And, like, if he was too tired to play or IC was hogging the machine, he would, or anybody that was hogging the machine, like, there was a number of people that would do it. He'd just come onto the Street Fighter thing and use his free swipe or just, like, $1.20 or something. And then beat me up with him Bison.
Oh yeah, because Bison was so cheap back. Oh, I guess nothing's changed.
You were. Oh, is that a poke to
Yeah,
Ghost
like,
Chips?
I remember in Street
No, it
Fighter
was a point
4,
to Bison
like,
because he's
Bison would corner you and then start using stand heavy kick and scissors.
Yeah, stand heavy kick, scissors, and then
I guess he really didn't change, yeah.
yeah, no, he didn't. He's literally the same character, except he does more damage.
We were so casual at the arcade. We were terrible.
Yeah, we were really
Like,
terrible.
I got, like, in my whole arcade experience, I did get a lot of double dollars, and at the end of my second year at uni, I was a platinum card.
Yeah.
Which meant I spent $2,000, which meant I had $4,000 because I'd never do not double dollars.
Yeah, I had a platinum card and I had like 10 gold cards or something because
Yeah.
every single month there's double dollars.
Yeah.
And because I played so much, like, I was there
That
all
was
the
the
time.
smartest decision rather than
I
investing
played
in one
like
card.
I made
every
so
single
many gold
time,
cards.
every single time that I see you, you know, when you swipe on Tekken or whatever it is, like there's always $400 on your card.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I've
you
probably still
crazy
got that much.
bastard! You crazy bastard!
I think I've still got that much on my card
you
right
were,
now.
You were dunking a bit low when you got to playing Tekken 7 because you were playing that quite frequently. I remember
Yeah,
you
well,
messaging me
Tekken
in
you
the chat
swipe
saying
all
that.
the time.
Yeah, exactly. And it's $2 or $2.50.
And
or
Tekken Tag
$2.
2 it was better because there was only one machine.
Yeah.
And you, once you got off, you couldn't get back on for ages.
It's $200 for a gold card.
Yeah.
So he would have had 10 gold cards by the time I had one platinum. But the thing about getting a gold card is you have to top it up by at least $20 to maintain the free game.
Yeah.
So every time I joke to myself, I wouldn't top up $40 in one go. And then I'm topping up my one.
And then you get a platinum card.
And then it hit me that I had a platinum card. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I guess I do.
yeah.
It's too late though.
Yeah, so let's just move on there. So with the podcast, I told you that, you know, it's like, hey Chris, can you do this? And you're like, yep, that's cool. I basically, that time when you actually told me that, yeah, I'll do it, I literally went to Virtual Bacon and was like, oh dude, can you actually draw? I know that you want a Jambo. I know that you want a Jambo on Friday because you've already drawn Jambo, but can you draw Chris? And he's like, no, you're going to have to give me all these photos, man.
Yeah, you
Like-
gave me all the profile and stuff.
Yeah, and I was just like, and I actually messaged you, and I was
After
like,
my stream, I looked at it and I'm like, oh. I
what
don't
did
know,
it say
man.
again? What did it say? I was like, hey, Chris, can you send me like a selfie? Or...
Yeah, you wanted a selfie with a left, right profile, forward profile and stuff, and I'm like just about to get into bed.
Can you just take a selfie and then mirror it? It doesn't matter which side it's on.
Well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it'll just look like it'll kind of look retarded because it's not Chris, but it's kind of Chris.
What does that say on his shirt? I can't read it.
Nizas?
Yeah. What's a sock?
Nice snaz?
Nice Nez. Yeah. So
I'm super stoked. That
what do
image
you
looks
reckon?
sick. That's
Like-
going on my stick.
that's
I
going
love
on
it.
your stick.
That's going on my stick.
Oh, well,
I
we
made
need to
my
get-
so like, I made a Mika stick out last year,
Yeah.
and then I dropped Mika. So I made an Ibuki and Paul stick for next year, and I'll probably drop Ibuki.
Yeah, Bookie's probably gonna get nerfed. So
But that's gonna go somewhere, and I've got Cody on there too. So look out for my stick out when it comes out. Just need to get it printed.
Well, we need to get Tom to give you like a big PNG. You know.
Yeah, just give me that. All good. No sweat.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I love it. I love the fact you got my scarf in there too. That's like an icon for me now.
Yeah,
Well,
that
that's
is-
the
that is
thing.
you,
we
man.
need those icons. So you've got your red scarf. You've got Jamie's lime T-shirt.
yeah, I kind of purposely wear it now. Eh?
Yeah.
Like it was
Is
just
that
a
the
thing.
same thing? Is that a good luck charm?
No, I don't know. I like the shirt, and I guess I beat Saint in it, so I'm like, I'm kind of obligated to wear like when I'm like, oh, what
now
should
it's
I?
got story. It's
Yeah,
got
what should
history
I
in it.
wear today? Hey, check out this shirt. Okay, yeah, whatever. And it's like I always wear it, so
It's good.
yeah, it's good.
So it's like how Milky now has a shirt of you, so
Yeah,
that's her lion shirt now, right?
I should make a photo. Take a photo of her wearing my shirt
I
and
knew you were gonna
and
say
print a shirt. of that.
recursion is real.
So are we gonna call you Zarzob the Saint Killer now?
I don't know if I could do it again.
Depends.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that we've milked it so much that I'm pretty sure he's really tired of it and he's probably gonna body
He doesn't
you.
even care.
He doesn't even care.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just
Straight up
saying
doesn't
if he challenges you again, I'll be like, okay, this guy was the one that put me into losers. Okay, I'm gonna body this
Nah, he's
guy.
cool, man. Like
I know he is.
when I went to OHN, I was playing Knee in casuals, and I was getting bodied because I hate Feng, and Knee is really good. Saint comes in and actually like whispers in my ear, kind of like Squishy Blob in her thing, in my left ear.
Yeah.
In her intro to Salt Shakers, he was like, "Hi, Jamie."
I'm Squishy Blob.
He was like, "Hi, this is Squishy Blob."
Can he speak good English? I thought he
Yeah,
used to
he
translate
can.
it. Okay.
Well, I mean, he just said, "Hi, Jamie," really. And then I was like, "What the hell is this?" And like just
oh,
while
that's
I-
right. You meant
Yeah, and I was like, while I
remember
was
this.
playing Knee, and then he just walked past, and I looked at him, and I was like, "Oh my god, Satan said hi to me. That's so cool."
Come on,
Yeah.
man. Keep it professional.
Speaking of that stuff, man, I remember when I was playing at the arcades, and I don't know who remembers me because that time is hazy for me, but I remember playing against Rumble,
Yeah.
and I remember this distinctly because he was using Cody against me, and I was like, when you play somebody that plays your character, you're like, I'm better than them.
Yeah.
You think about all your past memories, like, I've played Cody for so damn long, how can anyone else be better than me with this character? And he was like top in NZ at the time, right? So he comes in, bodies me with like full mid punch, stand mid punch, mid punch, does some frame traps and all that sort of thing, and I'm like not even teching because I don't even know what a delay tech is.
Yeah.
And then like I get bodied and I'm like, swipe again.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait till I land a jumping combo on this guy.
That's so annoying when you see someone playing your character. You're like, man, this guy's playing my character so wrong. Like, I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna show this guy how to play my character.
I watched Sasuke
and then
playing.
you get bodied.
I watched Sasuke playing on YouTube videos. How could I be playing wrong?
Yeah.
We got to like the end of the session. He beat me like Jambo does, and then
Wow, 23-0?
Yeah, and of course. And then he actually mentions, you're pretty good. You should come out to one of these standing fierce events. And like me being this like, young kid, I suppose at the time, I'm like, sounds kind of creepy. A bunch of like old dudes playing fighting games. I don't know if I want to go to one of these events on my own. Might get mugged or something. You got that super defensive.
And
mindset
at that time it was at like the Giga Internet Cafe.
Oh no, we were playing at Time Zone, but it was just the vibe that I got.
No, I mean at the like the Rambats and stuff.
So
it's like
Rambats
a-
Oh,
used to be
actually,
at
so
Gigas.
it was
I
pretty
think so,
dank.
yeah.
So it was pretty
And
dank.
that was like there were two internet cafes right next to each other, and it was like basically the deadest part of town.
Yeah.
And it looked so dodgy, and their lift was like real dodgy as well.
Oh, okay.
And you know the stairs
That
to
lift
like
was so
Melbourne
bad.
there,
Yeah.
the Red Temple.
Yeah.
It's like the stairs kind of looked like that, and it was like
Oh,
so
no.
dodgy.
The stairs, the stairs look like that, but the elevator looked like that bowling place in Newmarket.
In Newmarket, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like you
that
get in and
dodgy.
it's like
It's-
doom.
yeah.
You're like, oh.
You're
Okay.
like,
Am I
is this
gonna die?
actually a good idea, or am I gonna fall to my death?
So I had the right idea then, I guess.
Yeah. It was pretty like.
But
rank.
inside, Giga Cafe was pretty cool.
Yeah, inside there was
It's
really
pretty
good.
cool.
It's just on the outside. It's really bad.
Yeah.
So I played against people like that, and I remember, what's his name, Zosler. He used to come
Andy.
down wearing a suit and glasses, play
So I was like, yeah,
who's that guy that's not in the game that had wreckers?
Fei Long.
Fei Long, and whoop our ass. He was a god compared to us. Like, no way we could beat that dude.
Man, I was playing Zosler. He came in with his glasses, with his aviators, his suit, and I was playing Ryu, and he picked Chun-Li. I'm like, I've never seen this character before, but okay. And then he super punished my sweeps every single time.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, that can't be right.
He
I
did-
did it again. Super. Nah, that can't be right. Sweep. Super. What? Is that a punish? No way. I thought that sweep was safe. It was, yeah,
Snap.
man.
So it wasn't.
No
Far
way.
from it, eh?
It was a punish.
And there was heaps of people there. There was like this, there was a Honda player, the bald dude everybody knows, bodying people.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was, there was a Seth player, this Korean dude. He used to get so mad when I would beat him. Like,
Did I take his shirt off?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't know if he was Korean, but he was definitely Asian. I can't remember. My memory's terrible. And his Seth was like real set playish, and then like I neutral jump heavy punch comboed him twice, and he would be stunned for the kill. Like that was how I beat him. I would just jump on him and he wouldn't anti-air, and he's just like so angry that he's got all these setups, all this play. He's played Seth so long. He's a Seth master and all this stuff, and he's getting beat by the scrubby ass arcade Cody. And it was so great because he would just like smash at the cabinet, like, and I'm just sitting there being Jambo, like
Completely emotionless.
I guess it's called keeping the composure.
Yeah.
That's just because arcades are interesting. Like, now we're all friends with each other, right? So if someone gets angry, you're like, yeah, I feel that. I understand this. But, like, if that guy gets angry, it's sort of like, man, like, I gotta be on my toes. That guy might deck me.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm too bad to this guy, and if I definitely don't give him a charity round, he's gonna be pretty damn salty,
There are some people that you play that are kind of like that. You think, oh man, they're actually legitimately angry.
Yeah.
Whereas other people are just like, they're angry, but they're kind of just angry at themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes you're scared that they're actually going to like just punch you. Like that angry Blanca guy. He was always... you know angry Blanca guy?
Yeah, the bald Asian guy.
Yeah, the bald Asian guy that played at...
But he only plays the AI only.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll
do jump back hard punch or jump back hard kick or whatever.
Yeah, that's the only thing he'll do.
And he would only ever do that.
Sounds like he's playing Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, exactly. He played the Street Fighter 2 AI, and he never ever challenged anybody, and he would actually tell people not to challenge him.
Oh, dude, that's not an arcade. That's not even... What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. But
a lot of people. I think that what he does is he sort of goes for high scores.
Yeah. Everyone plays for different things. Like, if you're going for high scores, you want to break all the barrels in the secret stage and beat the car. That's definitely a thing.
Man, those barrels are so annoying. Once you get hit by one of them, you're done.
Start a new credit.
Yeah.
We're out.
Just hold the stick forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, you can't even hold it back because you can't block on that stage.
So who definitely got me into playing actually proper? Because I got really good playing terribly by versing the AI and other people and getting bodied. And, that really drilled it into me that... Because I used to read the Footsie's Handbook and all sorts of things. I used to just do some research, essentially. And one of them was just like everybody's going to tell you, if you want to get good at fighting games, just get beaten a lot. And when it came to, like, an arcade thing, you get beaten by a diverse amount of people. So... I just put in, just swipe, wait until someone comes, just verse the arcade, and then when someone comes, get my ass handed to me. And then eventually it got to the point where it would go the other way. Because you get good enough, right?
You sort of figure out what they do, and yeah.
But there's tiers of players. So, like, at that point, I was probably bronze. And then I went to silver, and I was beating the bronze guys. But then, say, Andy Wong would come. And he's like gold to platinum, and he's just like, man, you're so free. I can backdash OS your backdash on Wake Up with a super. Why you do this?
Yeah,
with an ultra as soon as it stopped.
And we didn't learn.
We didn't know what the hell. I'm like, I ain't gonna press dot inputs, man. I feel what I'm doing. I'm Jambo.
Yeah, play on instinct, man.
But Andy Wong, we used to play a lot at the arcades, and we got to being chummy, and then he invited me back to his apartment. We played a ton of Street Fighter 4, and that was probably my introduction to it. And that's how Salt Factory came about. And we'll get into that after the break, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what we'll do is we'll head into our first break. I just wanted to talk to everyone about some upcoming events there. So I'm pretty sure that it'll be good. Christmas Davager.
Yo, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow at MegaWeb.
Yep. I'm amping it up. I'm ready for it. Like, I've been practicing a bit. Vault we all have.
Are you entering? Which one are you entering?
So I've got Paul Fitty, which is the
Paul
only team.
Paul Fitty.
We don't have a dance, so we might bring a branch. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be me, Jambo, and Camzace.
Yes.
And I converted Camzace to playing Paul because he watched me in one match at Standing First where I beat Southern Crossup where I beat a dude doing 3 death fists.
That's dirty.
And he's like, "Wow, this looks like my character."
It was I'm not sure if it was Revelations or if it was Pinnacle.
I think it was Revelations.
Yeah.
I
First
think I
round
saw
was
that.
3 death fists.
I think I saw that too, and it didn't phase me at all.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Cam
he was
Ace-
so
he was
hyped.
so
He was like,
hyped
oh my
for it.
god, this looks like my character. And you know how Cam's Ace is like, not very like.
He's pretty
excited?
composed quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, this is my character. Like, still completely neutral faced. Completely neutral faced.
Wow.
But his tone of voice was a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, he's hype.
Yeah.
So I'm into the net. We got the Soul Factory, the original team. Me, Jambo, and Jamie, Street
Yep.
Fighter 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I'm in Damager Cup on the Sunday too. So
Oh, okay.
that's an action-packed weekend for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was going to go into the Tekken 7 teams with Thomas and BG. I wanted to play a pool team only as well, because I was kind of jealous that he wanted to play a pool team only.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's make 2 pool teams. This is going to be so cool.
Yeah.
And then Thomas and BG probably isn't even coming. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
I think Thomas has something on that day.
Yeah,
Whole
and,
team 2 disbanded because of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't be having a second pool team.
Yeah.
Connor and Ajit wanted me to join a team Tekken 7 admin,
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, but I want to play Paul. And so they found a different person to replace them.
Different
Yeah.
Tekken 7
Take
admin.
this.
Yeah, they're gonna team with Han.
Yeah.
And so only like yesterday I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to play a Paul team, and then I also can't play in the admin team, so I'm gonna be playing with you. And
Oh, you play Paul too?
No,
we're
I
not
don't play
playing
Paul.
We're not playing Paul.
We're
unfortunately.
gonna have a different team and everything, but
Profound sadness, man.
I
yeah,
know.
it's so sad.
I know. So anyway, Christmas Damager tomorrow starts at 1:00 at the Mega Web. That one is at Hobson Street.
Yeah,
At the
usual
back
place
of
for
the
Rambats.
usual place for Rambats there. Again, people that don't know, what to do and everything. It's on PS4, so definitely pad is available. Stick, you can bring your stick
Yep,
as well.
bring your own.
Whatever you want to
Also
do.
bring your own liquor, low key.
Yeah.
Don't get smashed. Just get a little tipsy.
BYO liquor. Don't just drink responsibly, and it will be a good day for everyone.
It's the last major of the year by Standing Fierce.
Yeah,
And
man.
this one is a more relaxed tone because we just had the biggest major nationals, Southern Cross Up, right? So this is sort of like the Raw after WrestleMania. This is like where
Where
it's
everything's
just,
hype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You just
It's
there
for
to
fun, for
socialize,
fun.
man. That's
Yeah.
why it's all team events.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go to our first break there. Don't go away, guys. We will be...
What about off-season Soul?
No. That would be in the
no.
next one. That will be in
Okay,
the next
okay.
one. All right, cool. So
alright.
we'll be back, guys.
Hey, this is the D-Sam.
This is Pinolicious.
Hey, this is Neil.
Hey, this is Rainbow.
Yo, it's your boy Cupsy, and you're listening to the.
And you're listening to.
And you're listening to.
You're listening to the Salt Shaker Podcast.
Then you'll listen to the Salt Shaker Podcast.
This is a new guy, and he's not that good in terms of basic. But what can I say? He's spamming these unseeable moves, and he was beating us, right?
Yeah.
So I was quite pissed, but at the same time, I couldn't say I'm pissed because that would look very bad.
Oh
So
my God.
instead,
Can you tell me, in your honest opinion, in our community, who do you think are the heels, or I should say, bad guys?
We're gonna make some enemies with this
No,
one.
you won't.
No.
It's all for fun.
Okay, yeah.
All for fun.
I think maybe Sivio?
Past interview, in there answering him, I'm standing there like, so, when was a time when you had to use your creativity to get yourself out of a mess with a customer? And in my head, I'm just like, oh man, I really need a shit.
G'day guys, Yeeks here. You're listening to Salt Shakers. Stay salty and stay Yeeks.
Why so down tonight? It's just another day that didn't go your way. Well, don't you make me sigh. Just take my hand, don't toss and turn. Let's just lie awake. In just a moment's time, you wonder why you ever thought you'd ever look for more than you got. 'Cause baby, you've got you and me. the sack, kapow, attack, smack those troubles down, KO that down. 1, 2, 3 a.m. Or is it midnight still? The windowsills are a million miles away. But your lucky star, he's here for sure. Down there neath the sheets, the world is yours to conquer, won't be long then. I'm the king and you're the pawn. We're a perfect pair. Girl, you made the right mistake. Choose me instead of constant heartbreak. Now let's raise the stakes. Go on, you earned it. Ask for any wish, I'm on it. Granted, word for word, I promise. Baby, that's the charm. You got it made, yes. Don't you be afraid. Just a moment's time, you wonder why you ever thought you'd ever look for one. And you got this, baby, you got you and me. Ooh, buckle up tonight. You wanna get away, forget it, baby. I've got you in my sights. They never got, they won't ever learn. And for heaven's sake, just a moment's time, you wonder why you ever thought you'd ever look for mine. And you got this, baby, you've got you and me.
What's up? This is Mia.
Yo, this is Tingcos.
This is Drax.
Hi, this is Milky,
Kia ora, this is Corn Willis, and you're listening to
And you're listening
and you're listening to the Salt Shaker Podcast.
and you're listening to Chrono on the Salt Shaker podcast.
It's not that bad, right?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
Salt
no,
Shaker Podcast.
Is
we're
that
back. We're
American
back.
something?
No, but why did you say that? Like, you know,
You asked me for a recording. I'm like, oh shit. All right.
Podcast.
Sit on. Yeah.
Podcast.
And
Yeah.
I did it in one
You know,
take.
I
did it-
actually did this recording for mine at like here, and I recorded maybe like 5 different tracks.
Yeah.
And when I said podcast, he was like, ah, podcast. Like he just mocked the living crap out of me.
What's the big deal?
And I was like, dude, come on.
no, and I said no,
It's
and they
not
said
even
podcast,
terrible.
and you're
It's
like, oh, podcast, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. We'll use that.
It's like potato
Well, I
and
can
potato, right?
change it.
Yeah.
I can change it if you want. If you really want to use the podcast, then-
Podcast.
yeah, that's fine. I can change it. That's not a problem. So getting back to it, you mentioned something about the salt factory.
The origin of the salt factory.
Oh, okay. So they're members, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the original ones were Andy Wong, me, Jamie, and Jambo. Just those 4. And at the time, we weren't
The
called the
Four
Salt
Horsemen,
Factory.
is it?
We,
Yeah.
we called ourselves the top 4 because Andy one day, he was like way better than us at the time. We used to play all the time, and Andy came top 4 in one of the majors, and he was like real happy about it.
Bragging almost.
Yeah.
Humble bragging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then so we just called ourselves the top 4 because our dream was to all become in the top 4 of a major.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That was the goal. Well, not
that
even
was
to
the
be
goal.
1, 2, 3, 4. Literally just to get to the point where we were actually getting inside top 4.
Yeah. And then so we just used to play all the time. Like I used to have sessions at my house, like
So
probably
much.
at least once a week
Yeah.
for.
Is that where you guys sort of picked up on all the
Yeah.
silent buttons and the
No,
silent
no,
stick?
no.
No,
That came much
that
later.
came way later.
Oh, okay.
I'll get to that soon. But Yeah, so I used to host sessions at my place, like probably at least once a week, and it's just us four. Like
We went to
literally just
Andy's
us.
a few times as
Yeah,
well.
we went to Andy's a couple times, but he lives like
Way
ages
out
away.
of way.
Yeah, and we just kept playing, and we played like 6 hours or more straight.
So we got really good at the Ryu, Evil Ryu, Rose, and Cody matchups.
And then if there's any other character, we had no idea. Because we didn't play any of them. Like, I played like a little bit of Balrog, a little bit of Bison, like a little bit of a lot of characters. But I didn't ever get to a point where I could say like I'm actually like decent at the.
I
not
just
even
played
Rose, to be
Cody.
honest. Yeah, not even Rose to be honest. But like Rose was like a real basic character where she presses hard kick and she.
Get out of here,
Yeah,
mid kick,
and that's
auto
it.
shimmy. Anyway, like the problem was we came into Street Fighter 4 competitively too late. Like
Yeah,
this
really
was
late.
this was I think at the end of Super Street Fighter 4 AE 2013, and then coming into Ultra Street Fighter 4. So we were already like 2/3 through its lifespan essentially. So there's like
There were like
40
characters.
50 characters in there, and you need like it's gotten so apparent with Street Fighter 5 that you need to know matchups on everybody, right?
Yeah.
We didn't know the scope of that. We were like, we play our characters. We can kind of hit confirm combos. We can
Yeah.
punish stuff with hard kicks and stuff. We're good.
I mean, we can kind of combo, but it's not consistent.
we hit it like about a good 40% if it's the hard ones.
Yeah.
And
and Rose, the hard one, is just her bread and butter.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it was. We kind of learned how to play, and then we went to majors, and we were like, oh man, we're so good. Like kind of like how you beat your mates, and you're like, oh yeah, we're so good.
Yeah.
And then we went to when you go to the arcade, you get smashed, right? It's kind of like the same
was
with
that,
us,
but it was
we
the
were
stage
like,
higher,
Yeah,
right?
we were stage high. We were like,
we smash
but-
people at the arcades, but then it's like, oh
Yeah, then we go to the
we
yeah.
get smashed at majors.
When we go to majors and we get smashed, like we just go like 0-2 and 1-2 and stuff.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Jambo being Jambo, he did really well, and like he beat JB at the time I think twice at Street Fighter 4, and
That's a big accomplishment.
and JB was like one of the best in New Zealand at the time, and like I think he's come like second or something at one of the majors before. And like for some reason he was just like way better than us, and we had no idea why, because both Chris and I like
we do our homework, but
Yeah.
like at the same time, there's so many hidden inputs in Street Fighter 4. We don't know what's happening. Like we can't account for all the option slicks we don't know about.
Yeah, like backdashing was invulnerable, right?
Right,
At the time.
right.
So on Wake Up you can backdash, and it will make your thing whiff. And at the time, like we didn't know that you could option select something. So in like if you block it, then the game
stops
freezes
the
for a bit.
input
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
out,
But if it
don't-
whiffs, then you just land straight away. So you can like jump in and do a kick, and then like do a super in between that.
and it won't come out.
It won't come out if
unless
they
they
block it.
backdash or DP.
Yeah.
So there was so many hidden buffers in so many different situations and so many different matchups that
Yeah.
we came too late. Like
Yeah, there were like 40 characters, and we knew like.
So
5
is
of them.
that why, Jamie, is like just bringing it back a little bit? Is that why you say that Street Fighter is a much harder game to master than Tekken? Is it?
Yeah, I would definitely say that, because in Tekken, like everything you see on the well, nearly everything you see on the screen,
Right.
is what they're inputting.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's a very few exceptions, like say fuzzy ducking, where you press down back and
Yeah.
then press back straight away,
Mhm.
or like parry and then
Parry
hop
always
kick or
rage
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jin's parry rage art type thing, kind of like that. But like, it's very very minor.
Yeah.
But in Street Fighter, like. Almost,
any time that you can force hit stop or some inputs won't come out, like hitting guard stun or anything,
Yeah.
there could be something in there, and it's up to you to figure it out. And if you don't even know it exists, how can you figure it out?
Yeah.
So at the time, we were just playing a different game. It just wasn't the same game as what they were playing. So we were lucky to pull victories, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Street Fighter 4 was for us. And when at the end of Ultra Street Fighter 4, we were actually doing pretty good, I think. Like we were regulars at the Standing Fierce tournaments.
I mean, I still got smashed there, but
Yeah. But you also were playing Tekken as well. I remember you hosted a few Tekken Tag 2 tournaments.
yeah, but that.
Yeah.
So that was like your main game.
Oh!
Right?
My biggest accomplishment was, I think it was at First Blood one year.
Right.
I managed to put a Jit. No, did I?
Yeah.
I put a Jit in the losers bracket.
Yeah.
He was playing DiCaprio and I played
Yeah.
Rose, and
You played a ton of DiCaprio with him earlier, though.
at the time, Jambo played DiCaprio as well.
Yes.
And so I kind of knew what she was
DiCaprio's
doing.
the charge cami, isn't it?
Yeah. So I kind of knew what she was doing, and I managed to beat him like just barely, and with like a I guess you could say a read. She had like a kind of a dive kick and it was invulnerable. And I was like, okay, he's going to do this right now. And then I did a spiral, which is kind of Rose's Dragon Punch. And it took him, it put him in the loser's bracket. And then I think like 20 minutes later or something, he jumped on Tekken commentary and he was commentating like
I
one
think
of
that
my
was with
games.
me.
Yeah, he was commentating one of my games.
He's like,
he was like, hey guys, man, I'm so salty. Just for you guys that didn't know, Jamie just put me into the losers bracket in Street Fighter, and I'm not very happy about that.
Well, that was also commentary at its very, very early stages.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gone. It's actually a lot different now, and everything.
Yeah. It was a really fun event, and I think that was my biggest accomplishment. And I almost beat Mason in one of the tournaments as well.
Those were the tails we were chasing. Like, just those. The upper echelon at that time.
So,
was like a gym.
in a sense, there
Mason.
you guys are kind of like the newer Street Fighter generation compared to those other big dogs like Zosla, and Simon, Mason, Magneto.
Yeah.
The draw was like we played so much together. And that was it. Like we always strived to beat each other.
Yeah.
And it was the drive like within the group.
Are you guys saying that you guys are in sort of the same generation as Ghost Chips and Simp and all those?
They feel like they're like in the generation after us.
Yeah, I think Ghost Chips... Did he play Street Fighter 4? He was probably like not even
No,
born
he didn't
yet.
play Street Fighter 4.
I don't think he was...
I don't think he played it, or if he did, he didn't play it much, because he seemed very interested in it when JB hosted that tournament at Red Zone.
Yeah, so I don't think he was born yet. So Street Fighter 5, he started playing in Street Fighter 5, and
yeah, I feel like that's the next that's the passing of the torch, right? Like I don't know if we've already hit our peak or what.
I hope not.
I hope not. We did get the Salt Factory top 4, what? In a major, did we? Or was that a Rambats?
I don't think it was a major. It was like a Rambats.
God damn.
It was 4 entrants.
Okay, so we haven't had our peak yet.
I went 0 and 2.
And we still made top 4.
Yeah.
It was a good. So is that the whole winner chicken dinner sort of thing?
Oh no, but good point. KFC is, I don't know.
We had KFC just before the podcast.
It's a huge thing in the Salt Factory. I can't remember when, but it was just like, we're getting KFC, and it was like, yeah, we're getting KFC. All right, here we go. So like, it got to the point where it was like, man, we're really hungry after a major, and you just want to have a big chunk of change. When do you pay for dinner?
Yeah, I mean,
so that's where the Salt Factory, whoever comes first pays for KFC or.
And then it's kind of turned into like whoever gets prize money.
Yeah, well, we're just scratching by at this point.
Yeah.
Hey, granted, the last one we did pay with some of the team tourney money, so.
Yeah, it's kind of now like whoever gets prize money, because if Ghost Chips enders, we're probably
second place is first place, right?
Second place is first, yeah. It's like if BG or Thomas enters
It's so funny. We were chasing like Mason, JB, Ajit, and that. But now, like, I think Ghost Chips is the one that we're chasing.
Yeah.
Like, all of the Salt Factory have a problem beating him. Jamie's the best bet, right?
Mm-hmm.
At Southern Cross Up a couple weeks ago?
I think it was,
Would you say months? Anyway.
Yeah.
Him being in Grand Finals as a Salt Factory member was probably Salt Factory's best opportunity to beat Chips. And it was a pretty damn good Grand Finals.
Oh, man.
And yeah, he could have definitely. He did a couple of...
Oh, that was so close,
That was really down to the wire.
Everyone, like, even all the people that were still there that played Tekken, we were all on the edge of our seat. It was...
Yeah.
Because that's the factor about Street Fighter, is that, compared to Tekken, is that Street Fighter, you can have so many, like, cliffhangers. You're pretty much just like, on the edge of your seat going, what's going to happen?
You can be at 60% life.
Yeah.
And you're one hit from death.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
Nerf Abigail, please.
Oh no, I mean the last round and
yeah. I missed
man.
I missed immediately, and then and he was like, this combo won't kill, but if he gets one more combo, I will lose.
So he missed the meat, he got the activate, and then he got shimmied, and that was it.
Yeah, I was like, he's gonna shimmy me, 100%.
mix-ups.
I know he's gonna shimmy me. So I delay teched, and I was like, oh, I'm dead.
Yep. You see the
and
meter,
then
you see
Bison
the
does his Bison things.
Well,
does,
so
like, a stun
you
combo.
could have just like sort of exited with
Jambo,
a bang.
me, we all recognize that he's dead at this point, and then it's just natural reflex. This is Street Fighter 4 ingrained, like Street Fighter 4, you delay tech like free. It's like,
yeah.
what's bad? And then in Street Fighter 5, they're like, nah, you get punished hard for this. And that was hard as it gets.
Yeah. Well, that was tough. That was so rough, just seeing that. I mean, you could have just, like I said, you could have exited the whole thing with a bang. You could have just, when he did it and you stunned, you could have just like threw your stick and it just got off the stage.
That doesn't set a good example.
I know, but
after losing to a 12-year-old, you know, you'd be like my brother.
12? You mean like 10?
10.
Not literally throw your stick, but you know, just like, okay, I'm done.
But
good game,
I'm
and then
so
just
happy,
pat him on the back. And
I'm
then
so happy the person I was voting for winning came through. Like, Ghost Chips for Zanshin really brought it out, and I'm really proud of him for that.
Yeah, man. Good work on your teammate, man.
Yeah. I reckon Salt Shakers should do
OS.
like some kind of TAB at majors.
We were
so,
thinking,
come on, who do you think's going to win? Come on, there's going to be odds, there's going to be all this.
We were thinking about bringing the Bison Bucks back, because I remember a major back in the day had one of those. I'm not sure if...
maybe we could work something out together, I don't know.
We
got to make some money.
But like, off-season Salt, we've got so much going into it now.
Yeah.
Like, we've got ideas too, but it's like, we want to... This is our first one, so we want to make it a good one, you know?
Yeah, so that's going to be hosted by us.
Too bad that I'm not going to be... I won't be around. I'll be in Wellington, kicking it back. Speaking of that Mighty Ape tournament, there was this one dude on the... you know,
on the Facebook page,
on the Facebook page. That was so funny, man. It made me laugh so hard.
All of you. No, I'm not coming. Wait,
but
what?
I will still smash you.
Yeah.
No, he said that he basically said,
man, is he Thomas? Because I don't see anyone else smashing.
No, I think it's Tekken King.
Oh god.
Nah, some dude in Tauranga.
Yeah. So what I think is he did say that he was going to be free on Saturday. Well, of course he's going to be free, but he's going to be free at 8:00. So what I suggest Dave does is we go online, we all take turns, and we stream it, and we just beat the crap out of this dude.
This sounds like jail hazing.
I don't care.
I'm not interested.
I don't care enough about this dude to like actually put some effort into doing
this. If he comes out to the events all good, he's probably just going to get smashed, go 0-2, and then learn that he's not the best.
Yeah.
And that's as good as it gets.
It's funny. It's funny because it's like he probably blames it on the lag or blames it on his controller or whatever.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, it's up to him if he wants to improve, and if he comes out to these events, he will have to. Otherwise, he's just giving his money to the winner. And you know, if he's not doing
we give our money to Jambo all the time.
If he's not doing it for the social aspect, then why is he even here? You know?
Yeah.
It's sad, but you know there are people like that, especially in Tekken.
A lot of people play just solely online.
Yeah. Quite a few of them have been coming out, right?
Actually, yeah, there have been a lot more people that have come out, and I think it's a lot to do with the Discord channel that we made with Connor and Legit. It's been really good for
Would you say it's been legit?
It's been legit. Yeah. It's been
One
really
of
good.
Jamie's quotes, is it?
No,
it
just rhymes with legit.
It's just Chris things.
Just Chris Tings.
Yeah.
Chris Ting's dad jokes. So many.
Yeah,
so many.
So I think the Discord has been really good to bring the community together and like, you know, get people aware of all these events because not everyone looks at Facebook and Discord is like somewhere where people chat all the time.
Yeah.
And so
well, that's
really
also some of the reasons why, you know, I decided to take up this project with the podcast.
It's good.
Well, at first, like, a lot of people just said, no, I don't think it's a good idea, but just sort of doing it and sort of promoting, like, the player base and things like that, I think that's a great idea.
Yep.
You know,
I'm behind it.
You said that, you know, you're a wrestling fan, Chris. So I really got these from just Jericho and Stone Cold, you know, from their podcast and everything, and just getting these ideas. It's like, okay, well, we've got a player base. We'll interview them.
The best part is you'll hear stories you'll never have heard. Like, you would not even know to pry for them. I remember in Stone Cold's podcast, did you hear the Lufa story?
I think so, yeah.
He falls in the shower and gets a loofah stuck up his ass. And like...
How's that even possible?
I know. But he's like too manly to call anybody about it.
There was also
but
that
he was
other
in a
one.
real bad place because, you know, like...
there was this other one where
where
Stone Cold actually got chokeslammed by Yokozuna. And he shat his pants.
Oh, yeah! Oh, dude. There are so many good stories, and that's sort of what this podcast is doing.
Well, that's what Dave's story.
I
Dave's
wouldn't have heard that interview shit story from Dave, because that was damn gold.
That was the best story.
And speaking of shit stories, like, wasn't there that one story that, you know... that
you want to bring up Red Zone Rumble? I don't even know. I can't really tell it. I haven't formulated into a story.
Man.
Yeah.
That Red Zone Rumble story, man. I don't know what it was. Like,
this guy had the farts, right? And he was sleeping in the same room as Jambo.
So every time
were you
we go to majors,
wiping
right?
skid marks or something off you?
I don't know what it was, man. So like every time we go to majors, for some reason it's me and Jambo in the same bed. I don't know why, but he snores like so loudly. So like I have to bring earplugs every single time I go to tournaments because I know that he's gonna be snoring real loud, and I don't know how his girlfriend puts up with it, to be honest. But like for some reason at Renzo Rumble, like it was really late, right? And I was like, oh, I'll just sneak a little fart out.
Oh, so it was okay,
No, I did, right? I farted, right? And I was like, that's pretty funny. And then I smelled it, and then I was like, oh man, it's pretty smelly, eh? And I like lifted the blankets up.
Oh, gross.
And then I was like, okay, it's gone now.
You never want to lift the blankets up when you let off a fart.
Nah, man.
You never want to do
I was
that.
like,
It's
all right.
disgusting.
I was like, all right, it's gone now. And so I like went back to sleep. And then like literally 10 minutes later,
we're having some banter, right?
And Gemma was like, bro, what smells like shit? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. And then like a minute later, Chris is like, yo, did somebody shit in there?
Yeah, because like I told a joke or something with banter, and then like Jamie opens the door just to laugh, and I'm like, oh, cool. I get I get a little confirmation that it was funny, and then all of a sudden, like 2 minutes later, I'm like, what the fuck? Something smells like shit. And then like we all start laughing. Chrono's about to fall asleep. He's like dozing off, and he's just like,
okay. So this is my side of the story. Okay, so there was your side, there was Jambo's side, and then there's Chris's side, but then there's my side. Because what it was, I was staying in the room just right next to you guys, and Chris was on the lounge.
You could probably smell it too.
So Connor's already gone. NCA's already dozed off.
Yeah.
I was about to doze off, but then I heard whispers. Or sort of like through the wall, like a conversation through the wall, and it was pretty much, it sounded like and then I was like, what's going on? And then you're like, hey Chris, and then you you open the door. I heard the door open, and then literally 10 seconds later, you had Chris just go, oh my gosh, that's a shit. Yeah, so
it is shit, Austin.
It is shit. I don't know, man. Because, farts don't stay around for that long, right?
Oh, they do, apparently.
I farted, and then,
Jamie's
10 minutes later.
Bro,
honestly,
that blew me up. I had no idea how that could have happened.
That can't have been a fart. It's 10 minutes later. It's already gone. You can't blame that on me, man. Oh, thanks, Chris.
It was, and then pretty much, I just went to sleep, and then the next morning, I'm like, what was that all about? I just heard so much noise about shit and everything, and then you guys told the story. I'm like, holy crap!
It's like you were sitting next to him while he was in the toilet. It was that
taking
bad.
a dump.
Yeah, it's like, hey Jamie, good on you, man. Good on that number 2. And then you're like, oh yeah, that's Jamie's shit right there. That's how it smelled like, you know.
Man, you guys can't blame this on me. It was such a long time after my fart.
During the break, he stood up and opened the door, and he was like, I just farted. And then he walked out.
Yeah, it was bad.
It hit me, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get to the corner of the room. And then Chrono's sitting in his chair, just like, oh, what's that? Oh!
That was disgusting.
This guy's got the delayed fart tape.
Yeah, I know.
It's a KFC
I think it's called a creeper.
It doesn't rise.
No.
It's a KFC fart.
It lingers.
It lingers, eh? Yeah. I think it might be his genes, good genes.
Oh, they don't hold it in.
No. The Joe family has this, historical, delayed fart smell.
Do you guys want another fart? I can do it.
No.
Okay.
Hold it in, man, till you pass out.
Sorry, Dave.
Just like Dave, you gotta hold it in.
Sorry, Dave. I'm out with 2 handsome dudes on a date. I have to hold it in.
Jeez, man. You two, eh?
Yeah, you're visiting Jambo's brother, eh?
Yeah. Come on, man. We're not related. Even though that you guys love to play on it, it's so weird. Even Thomas, my illustrator. Yeah. He's like, I did Jambo. And I was like, I was like, dude, that's not Jambo. That's me in a Mighty Ape shirt.
Bro, I would have done that too. If I was Thomas, I would have done that.
I know.
Hey, why have you got Jambo up on the screen there?
I know, right?
Hey, is that the Salt Factory?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So anyway, go back to our top 4 thing.
Okay. Yep.
So our dream was to be top 4 in all the majors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then one day, well, not one day, but Jambo always used to beat us all the time.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the dawn of time.
Yeah,
I can't.
He had
remember
an
ever
80 or
beating
90% win rate on us, and every time we would
How did he get so good? I mean,
I don't know. We don't know. He's just so good.
We got a funny dynamic in the Salt Factory. I'm highly logical, right? This dude's highly hard, and this guy's in between.
mm-hmm.
I can't comprehend what he's doing. I can't put logic on that. He just says he's doing shit. He doesn't explain anything
No,
to
I
me.
don't think. I just do
So
it.
I would think that he would be the type of guy that would
He
piss.
literally feels.
Yeah, well, he's the type of guy that would piss Dave off, because what he said in the last podcast was, if how I get pissed off is if I lose to someone and they don't know how they won.
Yeah.
So
Jambo never knows how he
That's
wins.
why we get angry. I got a stress ball now. I'm not kidding.
You
the
got a
League of
stress
Legends?
ball? Is it for Jambo?
Yeah.
It's solely for Jambo.
When I lost to him 2 nights ago, I was just like, man, I need to punch something.
So now he plays
getting
with 3
pissed.
balls.
So you like playing with balls?
Yeah.
That releases your stress.
Oh man, I clench them. Just like my cheeks.
Full
when I'm
palm
Jambo.
grasping.
Bro, it was good. Having a stress ball next to your setup is smart. That's how you're not going to punch a hole in the wall.
But nah, I don't mind losing to him. But when he's like, oh guys, I lost. That's just what really gets to me.
Wait, don't you have a picture that has all of his quotes? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I do.
Jamie started trying. Oh, he's down 2.
Yeah,
Dinner's on Jamie.
Just last
Congrats
night,
on
right?
your tournament victory.
Just last night, Jambo was playing Chris
Mhm.
online, and he had a 20 to 3 or something.
I have
right?
receipts.
In sets.
Mhm.
Not just 20 games to 3 games.
These were 3 first to 3s.
First to 3s. And he had 20 of them.
To my 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Jambo had the heart to be like, hey guys, Chris just beat me. And then he posted this screenshot of 20 wins on Jambo's
Oh, he didn't just
side.
say he beat me. No, he said, oh, yeah, no, but you got cracked on that 9th match or something.
Yeah, but the 9th set.
Yeah, but the 9th set, he said that. And I'm like...
The 9th set, honestly?
Like
the 9th set.
there
So
was
you've
23
won,
sets.
you've won, a whole year's worth of tourneys. And then I win that one. That one Rambats. The 9th set. Honestly, man. That's just... Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah, it hurts.
If only if he's
hurts.
in this chat as well.
Oh, no, he gets this all the time. This is
Yeah.
just a Tuesday for him.
Yeah, this Tuesday.
Yeah.
So Jambo beat us all the time, and we were really, really salty all
We
the
got
time.
salty.
Mm-hmm.
And then
To be honest, the Salt Factory has been we changed it's a chat, right? It's a Facebook chat, so we changed the name of it quite frequently.
yeah,
And then we got our ass handed to us by Jambo so much. I think we changed it to the Salt Factory, and then that just stuck.
yeah, that just stuck for ages, and then we called ourselves the Salt Factory in a team tournament.
Yeah.
In
Oh.
Christmas Damager one year. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was Street Fighter 4 too.
Yeah.
Apparent-
And then Chris OCV'd some teams.
I OCV'd 2 teams apparently, and one of them was Chopper's team. I can't remember, but Choppers distinctly remembers it. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what OCV stood for. I thought it was, I don't know, something one chance victory or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was one character victory or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But Dave made it real hype, and I was like, cool.
Yeah, and we were like, oh yes, Chris is beating them all for us because we both have no idea about matchup knowledge.
And
Chris-
I actually had the most matchup
Chris-
knowledge
Chris
because I played
only
the
one.
arcade heaps.
Yeah.
I played the most people in that way.
Yeah. And then
We've gone through so many names. After Jambo lost to Mason at the last big Nats Southern Cross Up, we called ourselves the Salty Factory.
yeah.
We were hella down, man. Like Jambo was literally on the last round, I think, and then there was one instance where he misconfirmed a super, and that was it. That was the crack in the armor, and he just lost everything.
Yeah, and then Mason reset the bracket and then won.
Yeah.
Like when I played against Mason, at the time I was playing Chun-Li and she was broken.
Busted.
But
I knew how that feels.
Cammy was also pretty good. And in my point of view, the Cammy matchup was one of the hardest matchups for Chun-Li. And I had to lab so much just to try figure out how to beat Cammy. And I was like, okay, I've got it. But even though previously I was actually beating Mason quite a bit, but man, Mason was playing on another level at that time. At Nationals, so mad respect to him. But
he knows his shit.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he's really
he
smart.
definitely does.
But yeah, I was so mad that I lost because
Could have been him.
Yeah, it could have been me against Jambo in the finals, and like that was the Salt Factory dream, right?
Yeah.
Salt Factory Grand Finals was.
That's guaranteed
like,
KFC.
Yeah, that's guaranteed KFC. But then, yeah, and then Mason ended up beating me, and I'm like, oh.
Well, the
man.
whole misconfirming stuff, like it basically it takes a toll.
Oh, it does.
On your mentality as well. I mean, take me for example. That one night in LPL, and that was the time that I lost. I got out because of this one mistake, and I was actually up. It was like. I think I was like up 2-0.
Was that against P-Town?
No, this was against Parasite.
Parasite, oh yeah.
So I won the first game. I took it clean.
Yeah.
And then pretty much on the second game, I was pretty much 2 rounds up from him.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, okay, this is going to be easy.
And then he started trying?
No. And then and then what happened was I had him up in the air, and then I dropped the combo because my stick sort of malfunctioned and I couldn't dash forward for some reason.
Yeah.
And then I didn't lock in that combo. And then I dropped it. He came up, he threw me, and then that was over. And then pretty much I just crumbled from there.
Yeah, so that's what happens to me. Like, for a lot of last year and this year, my tournament losses have been all me.
Oh, dude,
like,
yeah, you try to confirm something into Cammy's hard to confirm with. Like, she's probably one of the easier ones. But to get it consistently...
She's hard, but it's easy.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, stand heavy punch is easy, but crouch medium kick is not a reactable confirm. You have to assume.
Yeah, like...
and that's usually, like, where it
for
comes
a lot of my tournament losses, it's like... I've got the winning thing there. All I need to do is this combo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I dropped the combo, and then I lose. Like, that's happened so many times in tournaments. It's like, I can't even count how many times it happened. It happened against Chris,
I'm
happened
looking
against
forward
Jambo,
to it this weekend.
Happened against so many people, and, like, I think... for the past like maybe 6 months or something, I've actually started to finally overcome that and like only lose because like they outplayed me or something. Like that Ghost Ships one, I missed a meaty, but like that wasn't the game winning. I mean, okay, it was the game.
It was game winning.
No, it was the game winning one. But
2
like,
light punches you didn't confirm into DP Super.
Yeah, but like in tournaments, it's been like just the one thing. If I did that absolutely one thing differently, I would have won.
Mm-hmm.
But in against Ghost Ships and at Southern Cross up there was quite a few chances.
Like that was a really.
It wasn't
good
like
set
a.
in retrospect.
It wasn't like a. Oh, if I did this absolutely one thing, like I would have just won. Like there were quite a few opportunities, but yeah.
All right.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But
All right.
that's what it is.
What we'll do now is we'll go on to our second break, which is the last break of the evening. Before we get into that, I definitely want to talk to you guys about the Mighty Ape tournament, the off-season Salt.
Should we talk about it?
Yeah, you guys can talk about it because you guys are running it.
Right? Off-season Salt.
So
I spent 2 days
thanks, Chris.
brainstorming that one. Off-season Salt is basically it's Jambo and its connections with Mighty Ape. So Mighty Ape sponsors this for a big part. They gave us a chunk of cash and stuff to go out and do our thing. But we've got more sponsors as well. AOC is giving us 16 monitors altogether.
Something like 16 monitors, yeah.
So this for us is a project because we have so many monitors. We thought, why don't we do an entire head-to-head tournament?
Yeah, so head-to-head, like back in the Yifan's days of Tekken Tag 1.
So thanks to Jamie for having that idea because he complicated things with that. You could have just had You could have just had a lot of setups, and been done with it.
Yeah, but I mean, we'd have to find 16 PS4s.
So instead of having 16, you're just having 8.
So yeah, the floor plan we've got. I think it was 8, right? 8 head-to-head setups.
Or something like that. I think we've got 6 or something. Yeah.
6 head-to-head setups, and then we've got a couple of casuals. 4 of them going down the dead game corner. And then I think we got a couple more as well.
Which is usually Street Fighter, by the way.
Yeah. And we're only hosting Tekken and Street Fighter because this is our first time. We don't want to... We've only got 1 day for this event.
Yeah, and we want to make it like a really good day. So we're trying to schedule things... Because you know how Rambats, they run like Tekken, they run Street Fighter, they run MVC.
And then you have like Mason or Jamie holding up the brackets.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of people playing multiple games. And yeah, it drags on a long time. So what we want to do is we want to schedule it so that if you're only playing Tekken, you only got to be there during Tekken. If you're only playing Street Fighter, you only got to be there during Street Fighter.
And if you're playing both, you can go out and get lunch because we're having a break in between.
Are we?
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe we haven't fully.
I guess if you're not in grand finals, then
Well, that's
that
the
is
cue.
the break,
Well,
right?
speaking of the break, like it's time for us to have our break.
Okay.
So
we'll talk about it more later.
Yeah, we'll be right back after this, guys. So yeah, stay tuned. This is Chrono.
Hey, what's up, internet? It's Virtual Bacon.
This is Cornova.
Hi, this is Squishy Bob.
Hey, this is NCA.
This is Zarzob.
And you're listening to...
And you're listening to...
The Salt Shaker Podcast.
The Salt Shaker Podcast.
The Salt Shaker Podcast.
The Salt Shaker Podcast.
This is a new guy, and he's not that good in terms of basic. But what can I say? He's spamming these unseeable moves, and he was beating us, right?
Yeah.
So I was quite pissed, but at the same time, I couldn't say I'm pissed because that would look very bad.
Oh my God.
Instead,
Can you tell me, in your honest opinion, in our community, who do you think are the heels, or I should say, bad guys?
We're gonna make some enemies with this
No,
one.
you won't. No, it's all for fun.
Okay, yeah.
All for fun.
I think maybe Sivio?
Past interview, answer him. I'm standing there like, so, when was a time when you had to use your creativity to get yourself out of a mess with a customer? And in my head, I'm just like, oh man, I really need shit.
G'day guys, Yeeks here. You're listening to Salt Shakers. Stay salty and stay yigs.
Hey guys, it's Dave from Standing Fierce.
Hey yo, this is Ghost Chips.
Hey, this is Sky.
Hey, this is Iron Soul.
Kia ora, this is Wazo.
This is Simp, and you're listening to the
Salt Shaker Podcast.
You're listening to the Salt Shaker Podcast.
And we're back, guys. So, yeah, as you guys were mentioning there before, about the whole Mighty Ape tournament.
Yeah, so the Mighty Ape tournament, we're running Street Fighter and Tekken 7. We want it to be a really good competitive experience. We're running full head-to-head setups. We're running a stream. We're going to have, a spectator area.
We're going to have lanyards?
We're going to have lanyards. So
you
it's going to be
on to that?
It's going to be kind of a major, but not a major.
Yeah, it's a minor.
It's a Rambats with prizes.
Yeah, legit. We have so many sponsors. So the main ones is Mighty Ape. What are they giving us? Oh, they gave us the cash. The 250 pop bonus in each game. Mm-hmm. And that's such a big increase for the top 3 places.
Yeah. So pop bonuses are the biggest reason why there are big prize pools. So you see Street Fighter and you see Tekken, and they don't really have huge prize pools. But then you see Injustice, and the developers are sponsoring the game. They put in $5,000 or something into the pot, that's huge.
That's where the cash comes from. It's not
how
the
big
entry
is that,
fees.
Chris?
It's huge.
Huge. Exactly right, as Chris would say.
So that's Mighty Ape. We also have Red Bull, who is supplying us with 500 cans of Red Bull. We're not sure if we've got the Street Fighter 5 ones, but lots of energy drinks.
Yeah,
just like at a major, still good. And then what else do we have? We've got Logitech, which gave us a handful of headsets that we can give out.
Yeah.
And a couple of other things.
And we've got some little pop vinyl things, figurines for Street Fighter and Tekken as well. So that's going to be cool.
Else? I think there was another one. AOC, we've mentioned that. They give us the monitors so all of this could happen. I think that's the big ones. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Jambo can touch up on that when he comes on.
I think that's it. And that'll be hosted by
Megaweb.
Man, they're such good dudes, man.
Yeah, they are. They love getting the community involved and stuff like that. So I will be running the stream for both games, so I will not be entering this tournament.
Yep. In the same vein, I won't be entering either because I'll be doing the Lanyard Boys, and I'll also be doing the commentary and running brackets.
Yeah.
So we're relying on Jambo and Adam to give us to win the money back. Yeah, to win our money back so we can host more events.
Host more events and buy us some KFC.
Maybe win one of those spot prize Logitech headsets.
Yeah.
Or we can give it out as another prize later on.
Yep. Now that that's gone out of the way and everything there, definitely want to just cover up some Q's and A's and everything. So since we've already done Q's and A's for Jamie in the second episode of Salt Shakers Ever, let's just touch base with you, Chris.
Right.
Now, Zanshin, how did that come about? How did you get into it and everything like that?
The big chopper, Josh Marsden, he's been trying to groom this for a while.
Yes.
Earlier last year even. And at the start of this year, he decided he's going to do it. So he just jumped on.
So it's sort of like an e-sport brand, is it?
Yeah, so he's trying to raise it basically from the ground up. He's doing it all himself. So, I got to attribute a lot of what I've done this year to him. Because he's funded me to get to the big majors as well. We both took a bus ride down to Wellington. Partly because, I didn't want to be too expensive on him. And I had never done that before. So the bus ride down, you got to see some good sights. So that was a good adventure.
Especially on the desert road.
Yeah, Jamie made him sick. So the bus ride up, he was real bad.
No! You could have given him your plane ticket. He could have rode up with.
No, actually, on the way down and the way back, on the plane, I actually asked to be isolated.
Yeah.
Because I was coughing all the time, and I was
sick
in the middle of an aisle. So I had 2 people next to me, and I was trying to not cough, but you know when you've got a cough,
be careful, guys. Winning is contagious.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, can I just go to a seat at the back? And I was just coughing my guts out.
Damn.
For those who don't know, that same event he was sick at, he won both Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Crush Counter
Capital. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and you know Gerard, the cubic dude. Yeah. So we stayed with him. He was nice enough to let us stay there because it was
How's that guy
It was
doing?
booked out because of the Lion Store.
Yeah, it was booked out because of the Lion Store. So we were like, oh, should we go? Should we not go? Should we go? But it was really expensive to get accommodation. So it was like, oh crap. So, you know, I asked around my mates in Wellington, and Gerard was like, "Oh yeah, sweet, come along." And
Like I said, how was that dude doing?
No, he's really good.
He's got a kid, right?
Yeah, he's got a kid.
He's got a helipad too. We slept with a big chopper.
Yeah. We slept right next to a chop. Next to a helipad.
Sounded just like one.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, like...
He has to sleep next to him.
He was sleeping... Like, he was snoring real loud, and I was, like, coughing like crazy. And, like, I had almost no sleep. Because my flight was, like, 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or something, for both the way down and the way back. So, like, you know when you've got a 6 a.m. flight, like, you kind of don't sleep. Because you have to wake up way earlier.
Bro, that me and Chopper went to Gerard's place one day earlier, because of the bus trip. And I slept in the same room Chopper slept in. And yep, that was... I wish I had the earbuds that you carry with you. Because, man, that gave me... he woke me up at 4 o'clock, like, abruptly, just because of the noises. And I'm like...
I remember that... like... Lucky for me, that time at Red Zone Rumble, Connor was actually, you know, he did snore from time to time, but basically I think I had stuff like, you know...
Chopper's in the chat. Shout outs to you, buddy.
Yeah, so I had these like little balls or something, and then pretty much when he like snored, I was just chucking it at him.
What?
You only had 2 of them too. How did you have the ammunition to keep it up?
Nah. It's called being stealthy and just going back and recovering it, and then just But no, and then he stopped, and I'm just like, okay, cool, get back to sleep. So that was about it, but it wasn't loud. It was good.
No, that's why he sleeps with Jambo.
You should have asked us, because we've always got Jambo's balls in our mouth.
We got 2 spare if you wanted to throw it at him. Between us.
Yeah. Do 1 each.
Anyway. Yeah,
anyway,
Josh lifted this up from the ground up, so he's been doing a lot of the stuff, and you know, he paid for a lot of it throughout the mid-year, and around quite recently he merged with Astonish, which was the same guys that were sponsoring Ghost Ships.
Yes,
and he's been working with Manny to lift up the Zanshin label. So
how did he come up with that name? Do you know?
Yeah, I do actually. So we were looking at names for it, and I can't. Oh man, I've got it. It's in the archives. But I think I suggested Zanshin. No, it was about the mind state, flow state, you know? And the Japanese term for it, like, I was looking through it, and, you know, Jin stance is actually called Zanshin, mental alertness, which is exactly what Zanshin means. That's just the flow state. It's like when you're not thinking anymore, you're just doing.
So sort of like...
sort of like Jambo.
Yeah.
So sort of like, I guess, Dragon Ball Super, sort of that...
Yeah.
That
they
Ultra Instinct or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like, you know, like... When you're making an organ, a name, and a brand, you sort of want to incorporate your goals, right? So, like, you want to strive for that. So I think that was the idea behind it. He didn't want to call himself, like, the Ravens, because none of us strive to become a raven. We just don't feel like becoming a bird. But, like, you know, becoming flow state, you know? Like, you know, just being the utmost best you can. Just doing things on reflex, and, you know, that's sort of where you want to strive to be. Like Jambo.
Man, you guys give him so much stick, eh?
Yeah, so then...
It's great.
Oh, yeah. This is just another day. This is
just our Soul Factory
So,
chat.
I think that's sort of where it came from, and that's sort of the idea behind it, you know? And it's... this year was pretty much results picking and building up a portfolio. I'm pretty sure he must be, you know, building it up so that we can approach people and get funding from other places, because at the moment Chopper is lifting this all up on his back. You know, this is his love.
So he's carrying it.
He's literally carrying. That's why he's taken a step back with fighting games. He hasn't been able to dedicate as much time, and he's worried about. It's simply just he can't play as much as he used to. So he's noticed a dip in his playing at majors, like Southern Cross Up. He didn't do too well. He's worried that Damager. He'll enter the LCQ, but he hasn't been playing recently. So he's worried that rust might be accumulating. I think he's still good.
I think he's still good.
I think he's still a shoo-in to win the LCQ.
I think Abigail's good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So that's Zanshin at the moment. We've got Ghost Ships came on through Astonish.
Yeah.
We've also got the COD team that's run by Manny. He's the guy that you'll see at Rambats behind the counter. Additionally, we've got Isaac, who we just picked up after Southern Cross Up. So that's
he's the guy that plays Rashid, right?
Yep.
Rashid,
He came third.
He came third. Yeah.
So that's our roster. I think that's the roster going into next year. It's going to be us 3, and then Chopper as well if he wants to play, and also the card.
So right now he's sort of like manager,
He's
right?
manager at the moment,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
He does a lot of the graphics. He designed that logo.
Yeah.
He's designed the overlays that I use for my stream as well.
Mhm.
The shirts. The shirt you see in the Salt Shaker picture there.
Yep.
He got us that.
Not the red scarf. That's all you.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Also, he actually designed the graphics for our first event as well.
He designed our Salt Factory logo.
Yeah, he did. And
nice.
the Salty Runback thing that we hosted for Street Fighter a while ago.
So,
okay.
yeah, he does a lot.
So
of
yeah,
that sort of work.
definitely.
He does a lot for the community. Yeah, he's good.
That's good. Like the people that actually do a lot for the community, you can understand why they lack them always, or their chance of winning sort of slims down a little because they're so busy with stuff.
It's a good OS to have, Chrono.
Yeah,
it's a very good OS to have.
Yeah, I know. Shut up. Shut up.
I see where you're going.
Okay, we're turning this podcast off now. No, that's just how it is. I mean,
it's how it is. If you don't have the time to sink into it, and if that's how you get better, then yeah, that's how it's gonna go down.
I'd rather do for the community than
The thing is, it's the safe option, right? Like, you don't have to be if you want to be an influential player, you have to literally be the best. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna look up an Akuma that's not Takedo.
Because consistent results is so hard.
Yeah, that's why Fudo's my boy.
Why? Because he gets consistent results?
Nah, he's just my boy. He's my favorite.
He also
player.
signed your stick.
He did. Oh, I gotta get him to re-sign it. That came off.
Oh no!
It's all good.
Should have. Oh, don't worry. I can print mine and.
I'll just have to meet him again, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Just meet him at BAM and OHN next year.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yep. So you've got that now. There's also other games that you play. What other games are those?
Well,
a lot of games.
What you guys know
Street
is
Fighter and
I play Street Fighter 5
Yeah.
and then I side game Tekken 7. What you guys don't know is that I've sunk 1,600 hours into Dissidia Duodecim, and I actually play competitively with Ian.
Yeah.
Just
now
the
you've
two
been
of
telling
us.
me.
Yeah, like because our
And
players.
Ian's my cousin.
Yeah, Ian's his cousin, Ian Xiang. Yeah.
So he's Jambo's cousin as well.
Like,
Yep.
it was similar to the Salt Factory sessions. I could meet up, like, oh man, I bumped into Ian at university because there was a math lecture just behind me. He saw me playing Dissidia in the lecture. And then he asked what game that was, and it turned out to be, and from there on, built up. And yeah, like, if anyone plays Dissidia, Duodecim, because Dissidia, the new one, sucks. Freaking 3v3. Oh, that's why I quit Dota. MOBA games and teamwork. Can't handle it. You know, a
You
fighting
just get
game.
really salty.
Maybe you
Eh?
should just get
It's
good.
all you on a fighting
games,
game.
it's all you, man. If there's any equation that you need to sort out, it's you. You're doing something wrong. If it's a team game, you're like, it is me, but it's only 33 or 25% me. You know, I don't know what I need to work on to make sure that, you know, my carry Flora doesn't
That Joe
get killed all
doesn't.
the
That
time
Joe
or something.
doesn't feed. Yeah.
And like, you know, I'm okay playing Left 4 Dead 2 because that's casual and fun.
Yeah.
But man, when we were trying to get good at Dota 2, oh Jesus Christ. Anyway,
It takes a while.
Yeah.
Because like the game is so basic as well that you're like, well, there's not that much to do, right?
It ain't
But
basic.
like you gotta know the matchups, you gotta know the build, you gotta know like what you gotta do in every situation.
Yeah. So and also
Soul Calibur 5. Just pick that up.
Yeah.
That's a fun game.
That's your jam. So special mentions.
no.
Special mentions to Virtual Bacon and NCA.
Yeah, we've got
for
a
that.
3-man community in the
Yeah,
Soul
3-man
Calibur
community.
5 NZ community.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty hints on the horizon. Maybe Soul Calibur 6 is coming out.
Yeah. So and also there was I knew you before this whole Street Fighter Tekken thing, and we used to play this card game.
We met by playing a Chinese card game called Sungguo Sha.
Yep, it was great.
It was
I
ridiculous.
remember when you used to come over to everywhere you'd go, you'd
bring
walk in like this, like holding this card thing with cards and like looking like the smuggest guy ever. It was so funny.
It's
like,
a really good card game. It's
you,
like,
you
it's a
just
fun
love
card
that
game.
game so much.
It's like
Oh well, and
Mafia.
then later on we got really salty.
Oh.
That's another game that you get salty at. It's not just fighting games. Sanggo Sha.
If
It's
you're gonna get
really,
serious at it, yes, and we did.
Yeah.
Like it got to the point where I even translated all the cards to English so that I could get other people to play because
Yeah.
it was a Chinese game. Nobody could read shit.
Yeah,
We knew
exactly.
all the rules because I made a rule book printed out with all the cards and characters on
Yeah.
it. Again, I did my homework. I had a tier list for what was
You
good.
always you're always attention to detail. You're always that kind of guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's good.
It was so funny because I learned how hard it is to
But
make
in
clear,
that
concise
community,
rules.
in that community of SGS, as we like to call it. Man, like some people would just do some stupid things, and then you just go, "Oh my god, why'd you do that?" So it's like a MOBA in the same time. You don't know who they are. They could be your teammate. They could be your enemy.
You could just hope that they're doing their best.
Yeah.
In their role.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah. So that's how we met.
Yeah.
And everything.
I've played lots of card games.
Yeah.
I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played Dragon Ball Z. I've played Shaman King. I've played Pokemon. I've played.
Pokemon. That's another.
I wasn't good at that one. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively. That was the first competitive thing I did. Jesus Christ! Tournament nerves in a card game?
Really?
Yeah, I'm sweating bullets. That's the first time I've had that feeling, that sinking feeling, you know? And it's a turn-based game too, so you can take your time. But I felt so damn pressured.
How old were you then?
I was college.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
14 or so.
So like 2 years ago?
So I look that young. And we were serious into Yu-Gi-Oh! I had a skill drain deck, and that deck was really weird because it had rules that would confuse the TOs.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was a weird instance where I could have won the game on one ruling.
Yeah.
And I knew the rule, and I knew that I would win based on this.
Yeah.
But the TO ruled me wrong. His word is final. The other guy's like, "Sweet, I've won," and I'm like, "That's wrong. It's online. Here's the ruling." And he's just like, "I've already ruled it." I'm like, I'm never playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, man. Screw this. And that was it. That ended. That straight up. That TO's decision on ruling that wrong, that killed the entire game for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know I felt so passionate.
So it's sort of like a judge. That
It's a straight judge, and he
Yeah.
ruled it wrong, and that killed a member of that community basically. I didn't understand the weight of what happened on that day.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite hefty. Yeah. I quit card games like after that, straight up. Because there's no way that should be right. That was a tournament too, and you know, like that was serious.
Yeah,
serious.
Was there
children's
a
card
lot
games.
of prize? Was there like a
There was
lot of prize money?
There was they had boxes at the time, which could be prize money.
Yeah.
There were cards in there that were worth $500.
Yeah, true. Yeah. No, well, that's a shame.
Man.
But no, well,
It's good to hear that up.
You're definitely you're in a better community now.
Yeah, I guess that's why I try to care for.
Now you just lose to
players
Jambo
and stuff.
instead.
I just lose to Jambo and get salty.
Yep.
But at least I lose, not based on a rule.
The game
but,
says it.
Yeah.
So there's also about some fun facts on Tingcos here. So you're also a cosplayer.
Yeah.
You haven't done it that much recently.
Yeah, you didn't ask the origin of the name.
Ting
so
cosplay.
I'm Chris Ting.
Yeah.
I'm a cosplayer.
Tingcos.
Yeah, it's like I usually call myself Ting when I play a game.
Yeah.
But that's taken.
Yeah.
By everyone. So I needed something to distinguish that, and I was like, oh man. Like, names are hard. Like, it's so hard to pick an identity, and once you've picked it, you can't change it, because it's done. Like, I'm pretty sure if I tried to change it from Tingcos right now, it's just like, nah. Like, you could be like, Ting something else, and it just wouldn't stick.
It's like Jambo tried to change his name to Sora.
Yeah, which is the same thing as Sky in Japanese. But, that's done and dusted. So, yeah, I'm a cosplayer. I haven't been doing it much this year. I've been playing fighting games more. I just haven't had the drive to. But next year I'm thinking of a couple of potential ones. I want to do Miguel.
Yeah.
But I just don't
your
have the
partner
chest
also cosplays.
Soxy cosplay or Sophia, yeah.
Yeah, well, she's actually got the exact same name as my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
except one vowel.
Except one vowel. But the thing is that, in different regions of, China.
Are we both getting played?
I don't know. Who knows?
Shit, you put a ring on it first. Does that mean...
It's the same name. It's the same name. Yeah. So yeah, essentially it's the same name. So E and A is the same thing.
Because again, we all met playing SGS and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just so weird because Sophia is it's just Sophie and that's it. But Sophia is like one of those rarer names, I think. And then just two people with the same
first and last name.
First and almost last name. From what I see. But if it's the same in the regions, then yeah, that was funny. That was weird.
What was weird is that when you're a cosplayer, and there's that one time when you played One Punch Man.
Saitama.
Yeah, Saitama. And you had a
I shaved my head.
You shaved your head.
I had a lot of cosplays that needed shaved heads.
There was rumors going around.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who, but there was rumors going around saying that you were starting to recede, so that's why you shaved your head.
That's funny, because if I did recede, it would be way easier to stay bald. Have you ever shaved your head before?
No.
That's a lot of hair, and I got thick Asian hair. Not kidding, I got it from my dad, and then it's curly too. Got that from my mum. But it's just, I block the shears, like the electronic things. I'm like one of those sheep.
Didn't you shave your head before, Jamie?
I didn't fully shave it. I did a number 1 once.
Ugh.
And
okay, I'm going to be honest, that did not look nice.
For some reason I thought it was a good idea. And you know how, like, you have kind of, like, soft hair and stuff, right? So before I shaved my hair would, like,
straight rough.
would be really soft, right? And then I shaved my head, and then, like, it just stuck up like crazy after that.
Yeah.
And it's never been the same since. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like how you groom a beard. You trim
yeah.
it, and then it grows back faster, but you lose the like split ends, like the softer part of it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I wish I never did it, but it looked terrible. But you know, it's kind of like when it's growing back, it looks even worse. So you kind of have to leave it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
no, I don't have that.
That's why you wear a hat, right?
Yeah, I did wear a hat for quite a bit.
Oh,
you're still wearing a hat right now.
Yeah.
Tell you what, shaving. I decided to shave my head during winter, and we went to Christchurch. That was a
bad idea.
Refreshing event.
Mm-hmm.
Refreshing.
You don't want to sniff right now, mate.
Get the hell out of here!
Nah. This is my driver's license.
You did it. It's permanent.
Yeah, it's permanent now. I have to renew my driver's license in 2021.
Yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
Shaving the head wasn't the worst thing I could have done.
Yeah. So that was all right. I mean, you did a really good Saitama, which was worth it.
That was so good.
That was pretty funny. There's that one where you looked absolutely absent.
Oh yeah. I worked on the potato face. That's something I worked on.
Did you shave your eyebrows as well?
No, Saitama has eyebrows.
Well, he's got like a line.
Yeah, he's got a line, but I wasn't gonna go that far. I did my eyebrows. I got Soph to do them for me, so I got my eyebrows did. But
done.
I'm not gonna shave them. No, they were dead.
They were dead.
Dead.
Soph did them. They were dead.
Okay.
That's how it works.
All right. Well, yeah, there's that. Okay, so this is getting to that point of the night where, you know, I ask everyone this. So, and you, what did you say this morning? You said,
man, the waifu question's been plaguing me all week. Yeah.
Why is that? Are you
I don't know. I've never really thought about it, so it's just like, damn.
All right, well, here it is. Chris,
yeah?
Who is your fighting game waifu?
Yeah, it's so hard. Like, so I don't know. They'd have to have.
You can't be a harem.
Okay. One. All right. So
Mika.
she grew on me. There's got to be some attributes. They've got to be.
She grew on you, or did you grow?
I grew too.
Okay.
They've got to be strong, confident.
She's definitely growing.
Get what they want. They got to have blonde hair, preferably long.
Long what?
Long
blonde hair.
Okay. That almost went south, man.
I like them to be destructive, like demolition destructive.
They have pigtails. And
no, skyscraper.
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 And they have to be male.
They gotta be deadly and good at fisting. It's Paul Phoenix. Seriously, back to Street Fighter Alpha, actually. Like, I like short hair. Short hair gets me. And, like, back in the day, Street Fighter Alpha came out and Sakura just got released.
Right. I was just like, where is this heading?
Yeah. I like Sakura. She's like, she's energetic. She knows what she wants. And, like, you know, she's just quirky. You know? It's the same, like, I also like Asuka, but she's got big hands.
What is this with Asuka and big hands? Like, honestly,
don't see it?
I've never looked. No. I haven't looked at her hands before.
But they're pretty much there. They take up half of the screen.
It's that same trope. It's just like tomboyish, you know. It's nice. I like it, and I just love short hair. It looks nice. I just recently got into K-pop.
Oh.
And my waifu in the K-pop band Twice has short hair. And it's like,
oh, yeah. So Sakura.
I recognize. Yeah, okay. I'll stick with Sakura here.
Oh yeah, cool. Locked in.
All
right, cool. There we go. What was your? Oh, yours is obviously Julia.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah, it has to be Julia. She was the very first character I played competitively, and she's hot.
I would play Sakura competitively in Street Fighter 4.
Except her combos are so hard.
Yeah, exactly.
No, thank you.
Also, she's doing a lot better than like Sean.
Yeah.
Or in King of Fighters, Shingo. Shingo was rubbish. Like he followed in the
Shingo
footsteps
had the
of
crit
Kill.
thing, right?
Yeah, he did. But he has no flames. Too bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez, if he's not lit, no way I'm picking him.
Yeah.
Why don't you play Jin in Tekken 3?
I did.
He had that flame pants.
I made those. I cosplayed as Jin once. I have those pants.
Sick. And they're red, so
I got a picture of.
fast.
Oh, I got a picture of Katie cosplaying as Xiaoyu doing the douche, and then I was like, oh, because that was big at the time.
Yeah.
You know the Kamehameha thing where they do.
Yeah, and then they sort of jump up and they go.
Yeah. That picture does look pretty cool.
That's cool.
And then I got one where we're both doing the Kazuya Jin like punch, but it was with me and my mate, and he was Gohan at the time.
That's
so
right.
Both doing it right. Oh.
Yeah. What was your favorite cosplay?
Mine. So
that you've ever done?
There's something about cosplayers and their costumes where they just really hate them. Jin is actually my least favorite.
Okay.
Those gloves, man, I made them the night before. They looked like ass. They felt like ass. And I don't know what you guys thought if you saw it, but Jesus Christ, everything was falling apart.
Yeah.
So, personally, I love my avatar. I also made that the night before.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks so clean. It looks so, like, it looks really accurate, I feel like. Like, that's probably my best costume. If I was going to showcase it off, that avatar one is the go-to one. Check it. It's on my Twitter profile.
Yeah.
It's my avatar. And Chris T, I like commented on his video where he was yelling at
Chris
Ken.
T, you commented on Chris T's
he's like,
thing.
Yeah, Chris T, the Ken player, commented on Chris T, me. And he was like, man, you got the coolest Abby I've ever seen. I'm like, man, what's an Abby? And then I look it up, and that's Avatar in American.
Oh, no.
And he was talking about my Aang
Yeah.
picture that I have where I'm like, doof. I was like,
I think that my favourite one of you, I mean, this is simple, but I think it was charming. And I think that was, I think that... Shut up. STFU, Jamie.
We say that in Soul Factory all the time.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, so I think it's Aladdin.
Oh,
the one with you and Sophie.
Oh yeah, that was
as,
really good.
Yeah, as Jasmine, that was sick. That was dope.
That's some big memories, man.
Yeah, you needed to. You should have sung A Whole New World with her as well. No, actually, no. Take that back. No, you can't sing.
I've been guilty of doing that once. When I went to Japan, in Disneyland, they had a magic carpet ride. I've been guilty of singing that before.
You should cosplay Aladdin. You know the lyrics of that song.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
It was bad
Yeah.
because I do know the song, but I never listened to it so much that I would know the lyrics to it, and I don't know the lyrics to any songs.
He does not.
I forget about them.
He does not know the lyrics to any music ever. Like
You're sort of like my mate Nick.
I pick out parts and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I don't know the lyrics to most songs.
Yeah.
Like, Forgot About Dre popped up when
so
we were
like
in the KFC drive-thru.
Yeah, he is always like, he always says like, oh yeah, I'm in the lab with a pen and a pad.
Trying to understand
and that's the only line he knows.
I got frauded on.
And so like, I was playing, I was going to the drive-thru at KFC, and then Forgot About Dre came on.
Yeah.
I started singing like the whole thing.
I was doing the sweating thing where I'm just like sweating buckets.
What's the lyrics? I don't know the lyrics. And then ever since then, it was like Chris is like, oh, I don't know the lyrics to that song. and then every time he would like send a screenshot of us to us of him like in Street Fighter or something.
Yeah.
He would have like Forgot About Dre on the second monitor.
Yeah.
Like with the lyrics on there, and he just put it on repeat. And he'll just like keep trying to like
just to make sure that they don't ask me again.
Yeah.
Yo, Chris, what's the lyrics of the song? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the same goes with my buddy Nick. I mean, you know Nick, and you know Nick as well.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Like on New Year's Eve when we were just all drinking, I was like gone, piss faced, and I was like, hey Nick, try and complete this song, and then like all of us just I started singing, and then all of us started singing. Like it's like like a Backstreet Boys song or something something that everybody knows, and then we'll just be like, we'll pretty much get to some bit. Yeah, we'll get to a bit. We'll point at Nick, and then Nick's just like, we all stop, and we point at Nick, and Nick's just like, oh, crap.
Oh, what a blow up.
I don't know. And then we're like, oh.
Oh, Chris would be really bad at that.
I'd be really good at that. I'd be really good. I'd be that awkward guy.
No way.
Oh, man.
Alright, well. Any other stories that you've got there, Chris?
Not off the top of my head.
Any funny stories of this guy?
You can't put me on the spot like that. I can't recall them.
Nah.
Tell us a joke.
No.
Hey, tell us a joke.
I'm not a comedian.
You're a comedian.
I had someone ask me at the Milky Bats, like, I should do stand-up, and I do most of my jokes sitting down.
Hey, what game is this?
Okay. Here's another one there. So you recently started commentating Tekken.
Yep.
And everything like that.
Lord
But
knows
before
why.
then, you were commentating in a lot of Street Fighter. So, you know, everyone enjoys your commentary, you know, for whatever game. What are some of those, like, you know, things that you do that sort of keeps everything hype? So you said to me before that you don't, you know, that you don't know much about Tekken, but you tend to sort of dumb it down and simplify things.
You have to, like, especially for the LPL event, when we were casting for live television.
Yeah.
You know, Jamie's dad's not going to know what a 2 is. You know, your mum's not going to know what Electric Wind Godfist is. So you have to talk it as it is, like that right fist, you know, and like that kick to the midsection and that sort of thing. So like, as we were building it up, I think that LPL was a good experience for me because it really, like I was pretty good at commentary apparently. Like I don't know, I've just got a personality for it. I can yell, I can make opportune moment jokes.
And you can say huge.
Good situational humor. Yeah, I got a catchphrase. It's one word. It's huge. But like I play fighting games, so some of that was also transferable. So it's not like I know nothing about Tekken 7. Like, you know, I know what Paul does. I kind of know what Mishima's style is. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't know what Claudio does, but then he was doing a lot of forward 2s, which then I got told I should say running 2, which makes sense.
Actually, yeah. So one thing that a lot of people find like troubling with commentating Tekken or commentating any game is like they're like, oh, I don't know frames. Like you don't need to know frames.
No.
I know like nothing about. Well, I do kind of, but like I know what's launch punishable. I know what's minus. I know what's plus. That's it. I don't know like the number of what minus it is. I don't know what the number of plus, but like you kind of know. Like,
well, the thing is that you can't just commentate a match with just frame data. That just makes it really boring.
Helps.
It helps.
It does help.
Probably the best part is you can't fraud information. Like, there's 30 people watching you, one of them knows you're wrong, and they'll call you out for it, right? So if I see something I'm not familiar with, it looks disadvantageous, I won't say it's punishable per se, I'll say, ooh, he's at a disadvantage right now.
You can't punish it.
Yeah.
With
like,
launch.
when you ask me about things that you can punish in Tekken 7, I saw Heihachi's Hell Sweep second hit, and it's like minus 11, I'm like, shit, you can't punish that with a launcher.
Yeah,
that's my definition of a punish.
And Chris came to me after the game, and he was like, "Jamie, did you know that you can't punish? You can't launch Heihachi's second house anymore?
You can't punish. Oh yeah, I did say it.
You can't punish it anymore." I was like,
"You never could.
You can, but it used to be safe." And he's like, "Really? I thought you could launch it." I'm like, no, man.
He staggers, man. It looks
safe.
deceptive.
It used to be safe, and now it's punishable.
Granted, Tekken's really easy. Anything that's blocked is minus, unless it's like a very specific thing, like a running normal, or like they've got something like you're being Law in the corner doing the Phoenix. No, not Phoenix. The Dragon Smasher.
The 1+2.
You know, so there's some very obvious moves in that game where there is so many, so little moves in the game that are advantageous. So
yeah, each character has like maybe 2 or 3.
Calling out Tekken stuff, you can see whose turn it is. And then from there, you just branch it out. Like, oh, they're going to sidestep because he's minus and that sort of thing.
And it's always good to maybe have 2 people, one being the one making the plays.
Yeah,
and
it's
one
definitely synergy between the casters.
Yeah.
I think that's where me and Katie worked it out by the time we got all the way through the LPL thing.
Yeah.
Is basically we were told that I was really good at play-by-play, and she's good at sort of picking a spot and then talking about it in more depth.
Yeah.
And more sort of player knowledge and that sort of thing, because she actually knows a lot of things that happen in tournaments past.
It's always good just to take some kind of metaphoric terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if someone's stuck in a corner or something, then you sort
make
of...
it comparable, make it like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know, stuff like that. Just people recognize what's happening. They're like, yeah, I've been stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not the rock, because that would be cool, but a rock nonetheless. And hopefully not his hard place.
Yeah.
Jambo's hard place for sure.
Yeah.
Jambo's balls in your mouth.
We're usually a bit more subtle than that. we've said knee pads and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, you know,
we're not usually that subtle. Yeah. Let's be honest.
We're gonna pray every day. You know, you gotta have protection. And Jambo's the kind of guy that would double bag, I think. You know? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so no, that brings us to the end. So before we ride off into the sunset, just like what everyone says about my quote and everything, yeah, okay. Yep, we jump on our horses and we ride off into the sunset.
Not bad.
Yep.
I feel like a cowboy now.
I like jumping on horses.
Jambo's that big, eh?
I'll jump on a horse.
Alright, so before we close off, is there anything that you guys want to say, to people out there, to the listeners?
Yeah, come to our event.
Yeah.
Off-season Salt.
Come to the event. I'm not entering.
Yeah, Jamie's not entering. Your chances of coming first place? Thomas is coming, right?
I think Thomas is coming, yeah.
So I guess second place is first place then.
Yeah,
For
so
most
Thomas is
people.
going to win. Both Tekken and Street Fighter. Did you know that Thomas is actually really good at Street Fighter as well?
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
He's got a solid Nash.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
Wait, who's that?
The guy with one arm.
The guy with one arm, okay.
And no legs.
And no legs.
The guy that has Sonic Boom as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably his only move.
My Street Fighter Alpha main, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, was there any special mentions that you wanted to say? Anyone in particular?
Well, shout out to Zanshin for one.
Yep.
For helping me out. And hopefully we rise up throughout the next year. So look out for us. Look out for the Salt Factory. We're coming at you, Xmas Damager.
Damn, that's some. Yep.
Check out Paul Footy. Yeah. Look forward to some Pauls, Like, if you're not going to watch the whole tournament, at least watch our match.
Are you going to say the Paul Fitty?
We'll yell when we hit a Death Fist.
Okay.
Hopefully we get to yell at that event.
Yeah.
Hopefully we land a Death Fist.
My idea was, we could do the commentary while we're playing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. That's going to be cancerous.
If I could...
I have made jokes about, because people have asked if I do more commentary, and then it's like, can't do it if you're performing. And I was like, I think it was...
challenge accepted?
Yeah, I think it was...
was it Barry?
Yeah, it was Barry Wong. He mentioned it, and I'm like, I'd do it.
I would do it at Damager if I was in a pool team, but
Yeah.
I'm not, unfortunately, so...
That could be hype.
Because, you just run and you're like... Rah! And that's it. That's literally...
Yeah, that's how he plays Paul. It's just Death Fist, sidestep Death Fist, delayed Death Fist, delayed Death Fist to beat the delayed Death
Or
Fist.
run up to your face Death Fist.
Yeah.
Run up to your face and just stand there and...
Stand there.
Stop,
Neutral
bro.
guard. Not
No,
even
what up?
blocking. Yeah, what's good?
Hey bro, how's it going? How's your day? How's everything with the
Yeah.
They have to buff Death
Yeah.
Fist. They have to give it like a what's the button that you have in the story mode?
Triangle?
Nah.
No, the story assist.
Story assist, man.
Oh
Story
my
assist
God.
Death Fist would be godlike. I also want to plug my Twitch channel.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, so I've done 3
sure.
episodes so far. I think it's been good so far. Because I can't play, because my internet's too crap, I can't play and stream. So I try to focus on like lab work and that sort of thing and improving.
Mm-hmm.
The next episode though, it's gonna be my first major recap.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be streaming Xmas Damager matches and just pointing out spots so that you can be aware of what's happening, especially in Street Fighter where there's so many hidden OSs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just be running it through. We'll be doing the Street Fighter top 8. Might do some Tekken, or if anyone's got any matches they want to see, like Paul Footy, then yeah, we can do that too. So
I see what you did there.
I'm open to some suggestions.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to come chill out, that's probably going to be on Tuesday at around 7 p.m.
All right. And also, guys, thank you for those that's listened. And next week we'll have some more guests and everything like that.
Who's next week?
Well, for next week, we decided to sort of keep it under wraps until 48 hours, where we'll actually, we will actually put up player and their silhouettes and all that, and
Those
then
silhouettes are so cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
To my silhouette, to be honest, if you didn't put the scarf in, I would have thought it could have been Ghost Chips or even Chopper.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure some people got thrown off by it, but it's like, I don't know how iconic my scarf is.
No, it's definitely there. So
it's definitely around your neck.
Definitely
around your neck.
Definitely got a red scarf.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it could be part of the T-shirt. I don't know.
Yeah.
And for Jamie's one, we can see a lion there, so it's definitely Jamie.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's the
there.
Saint
Hands
Killer.
Down.
It's the Saint Killer.
That's cool, man. I like how I've got an icon now. It wasn't even intentional.
Well, we'll also have those player cards as well. That Daly and Daly and Thomas are working on that.
Yeah, I'm
so
doing that too.
yeah.
I've
so
contributed
we've
to your
got
card, so
we've
it's
got
some
a
funny things.
opportunity.
Yours.
Okay.
We've got an opportunity, guys. That if we get those printed out and everything, you have your own player card. Obviously, as a small little donation, that would be great.
Yeah.
And it's going to be out for everyone as well. So, they have a chance to purchase their own, specialized player card. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I've got one hanging right there on my wall.
That's so
on
exciting.
my door, actually. Yeah.
Do we get the lanyards too?
I don't know. You're going to have to ask Drax on that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Because they're like
$1.
They're
They're expensive.
Lanyards
Man.
are expensive. I got to shout out to Dave and the Standing Fairs crew for buying lanyards.
Oh, yeah.
We had no idea until we did off-season song. We're like, ooh.
I was like, man, it would be so cool to have lanyards, eh? And then I looked online for lanyards, and they're like $1.50 each. $1 each, like, dude, we're gonna have to buy like 100 of these.
And you're like, crap.
Yeah,
man, it's like $100 in lanyards.
That's like Daly's decision on the budget right there,
Yeah. Except he buys the deluxe ones, $5 each.
Yeah. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it a night. Thank you very much for coming in again. Yeah, definitely. Jamie would probably be returning again, as well as Tingcos for Jambo. Maybe, who knows?
Ooh.
Who knows? Maybe you guys can like be
three
out.
people on the couch. That could be interesting.
Thank God you guys don't broadcast the video here, so you can't see Chris sucking the dick.
Oh no! Is he
but
fluffing?
I won't be alone.
I'll be there.
I think that it'll most likely be me and then Jambo sitting down, and you guys would be like, outside in the window, just sort of.
Well, you're not having him in here again.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys, the room.
Those gas, man, the gas.
You guys can't even be in the same room though, because you guys are the same people.
And how are you gonna fit his? You don't have a wheelbarrow around, do you?
Yeah. Can't fit his junk in here.
His huge junk.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Stop talking about Jambo's junk.
We can't talk him up any higher because it already hits the sky. That's where he got his name from.
It's so big that it touches the sky.
Yeah. Too wise. They couldn't emphasize it enough. Yeah. Like, why is this a thing? Why does this exist?
All right, man, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in there. We'll see you guys at Christmas Damager. It's going to be a great event. Definitely come along. It'll be great. Yeah,
take care.
Cool.
Next time.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Chrono.
Hey, this is BG.
This is Chogula.
Hey, this is Take This.
Hey, what's up? This is Seville.
Yo, this is Dan Banter, and you're listening to.
And you're listening to the.
You're listening to the Salt Shaker podcast.
And you're listening to the Salt Shaker podcast.